All right.
Welcome back to Undefined Behavior, a showcase and speedrunning marathon centered around queering games and queerness in games. Up next, we have Life is Strange, Save Kate, which is being run here by Sheriff. Do you want to tell us a little bit about this game and this category?
There's a little bit of a backstory here. So, Life is Strange is one of my favorite games of all time, and now I run the whole game any percent, and that runs like 5.5 hours long, which is not great for like a weekend marathon. Since this marathon is centered around sort of unexpected things, normally in this speedrun, Max is the worst person ever and ignores everybody and basically just cares about herself, and sometimes she cares about Chloe as well. If you haven't played the game, we'll introduce all those characters, but if you guys want
to get introduced to Life is Strange via speedrun.
Yeah, so it's going to be real interesting. So basically, you can choose what you do in the game. It's a very exploration heavy game. The speedrun obviously ignores all of that, so we don't get to know anybody. We ignore everybody and everything, including one secondary character named Kate Marsh. Kate Marsh is being bullied at her school, so that's a content warning for sure. And it gets to the point where she ends up on the roof of the dorm and she's threatening to jump off. So there's also like a suicide warning there. And if you say the wrong thing and if you don't help her throughout the game, she actually will jump and she'll just be gone for the rest of the game. And that's what the speedrun does because it's a lot faster. It's like 40 minutes slower over the course of the run to save Kate than it is to just let her go. And so I figured we'll have a much happier, much less depressing run where we actually go to the roof and we save her right at the end of the run. And so I also I'll point you guys to the top left corner of the screen. We've got a little swears counter going there. There is a lot of swearing in this game, like a lot of swearing in this game, like more than you think. And so I am going to keep count myself. I have a little foot pedal to increment the counters. Suicide prevention, and that's actually exactly how I pitched this run. So there's a lot of swearing in this game. So I'm going to keep count, and at the end of the run, whatever the counter's at, I'm going to donate that back into the marathon. So I expect it to be in the 150 to 200 somewhere. It's going to be a lot. So that'll be a lot of fun. It's a lot of swearing. I'm also going to count all of Chloe's hellas. Reasons this is a late night run, completely acceptable. Also, I'm on the West Coast, so it's not a problem at all. So I will be keeping count. If I miss one, I am counting on you guys to remind me to increment the counter. So there's other content warnings. There's underage drinking. There's drug use. There's guns. So there's a lot of very heavy things. We're gonna make light of a lot of these really heavy things, and that's not to that doesn't diminish the importance of them. But you have to pass the time in a 5-hour run where 90% of it is cutscenes. So that's what we've done. If you're from the East Coast, I live in New York, I know. So with that being said, I'm going to start the game, and then the timer starts when I take control of Max, which is 30 seconds in. So I'll let you guys know when the timer should start. So let's get started. Let's get started. All right. So Life is Strange. It was an episodic action adventure visual novel. It was released in 2015, and it's quite a game. It's the last episode. Yeah. So if you guys haven't played this game and you guys like visual novels, I really, really recommend this game. It is absolutely one of my favorite games of all time.
It's also good if you like time travel stories.
Time travel. There's lots of time travel in this as well. The last episode is, I don't want to give anything really away, like big, broad strokes. Some things will obviously get spoiled here because you can't really skip cutscenes in this. The only time you can skip cutscenes is if you've already seen it. So,
So is there like a New Game Plus category that allows you to do that, or?
No, nothing like that, unfortunately. There's mechanics, there's a skip mechanic in the game, so if you've already seen a scene and you're forced to go back, you can always skip it. So we start in media res. So we're in media res here, we're in a nightmare. We're in a storm. Max is totally confused. I'm totally confused. We're all confused. And time starts pretty soon here. And time is going to start right now. Oh my goodness. What is happening? That was weird. Alright, time is starting now. I'm turned around. I've never seen that happen before. Cool.
Apologies, y'all, for the minor glitch there.
Yeah, that was not intentional. I really apologize for that. So we're gonna get our first swear word here pretty soon. That has never happened before, legitimately. I've been running this game for about a year. So that was all of the. I'm no longer in control of Max anymore. We're in another cutscene. This is gonna be a theme. There's one.
Holy shit.
I do not know what that was. I hope it's not a problem. But you know. This is kind of a. I have a very nice, generous estimate. This is not really a very serious speed run, so if you lose some time, not the biggest deal in the world. This is a showcase of a game I like and a category that doesn't exist that I think is a good idea. So we're gonna find out. We're gonna see this scene more than a couple of times. I think in the full run you see this scene 5 or 6 times. That's Kate right there, who just got the piece of paper thrown at her. I feel very bad for her. We see our main antagonist now. That's Victoria. We're gonna look at our paper and dismiss it. So a lot of this is gonna be just trying to do the minimal amount of stuff to progress the story. That's basically what you do.
How can I show this to Mr. Jefferson?
Game audio seems to be echoing. Let me turn down it on my end.
I believe Max has taken what you kids call a dumb word.
Oh, we're gonna learn about selfies.
Word for a wonderful photographic
You know.
tradition as a gift. And Max. Of course, as you all know, the photo portrait has been
Selfie expression. Sorry, I couldn't resist.
The early 1800s. First to use images. Your generation was not the first.
Yeah, so Mark Jefferson here makes that joke about 6 times during the full length of the game.
The point remains that the portraiture has always been a vital aspect of art, long as it's been photography for as long as it's been around. Now, Max.
Everything is just really glitchy with this run suddenly.
Since you've captured our interest and clearly want to join the
Tell us the
name of the process.
I apologize for the sound. I don't know what's going on. Is it coming through my microphone?
It's listening to me. I don't hear it on my end because I'm.
Pause.
Oh, yeah, we'll pause.
I have paused. We're good. We're pausing. This is not the glitch that we were expecting. Interesting.
I can tell you that hearing it through my end, I'm hearing it just fine.
Interesting. Okay, cool.
But our restreamer is on it. Everyone, please give Leggy your energy. I know she will fix it.
Oh yeah, it'll be fixed, no problem here. Yeah, there's a lot of glitchy people in chat. They're just sort of giving off their vibes.
How about this? While we're talking about glitches, we have an incentive to have a glitch exhibition for this game. We are currently sitting at $230 out of $400. So we need about $170 to be able to meet that. So, chat, y'all know what you want to do. How about this? Why should we want to donate for that exhibition?
Yeah, so this is a this is a 3D game with a physics engine. So as you know, it's just completely broken, of course.
Of course.
So, I'm playing this on a PC with a controller with VSync off, which is why sometimes you'll see some visual stuttering because we'll get like these FPSs that are like completely off the charts. And basically, there are parts in the game where if there is a smooth surface leading to wall that's out of bounds, we can just shimmy up at surface and just fall out of bounds, and we can just skip huge parts of the game. Sure.
See if we got it fixed.
I like to try to get inside of Max's face during this cutscene, so we're just going to try to do that. We're paused again. Cool. It's all right. It's all right. Everything's weird. It's a late night run. It's not a problem. This is a laid back run of a laid back. Well, not really a laid back game, but it's the music's laid back. So, I'm not
Laid
super
back.
concerned. This is really good. So yeah, so you can get out of bounds, and if you're trying to get somewhere that's underneath the world, like a underground bunker or something, that's a really good way to do that. Yeah, Kat. The Life is Strange soundtrack is one of my favorites. They made a vinyl of the soundtrack, but it's very good.
All right. We will try to resume the game. Thank you, chat, for being super duper patient and giving Leggy all your energy, and also thank you, Zoe, for coming over and helping.
All right, cool. So we should be good to go now.
Yep.
Yeah. So yes, this. Yeah. Here we go. So now we're going to. This is another. There we go. I got inside her face there. Perfect. That's always the goal in the run. So this run is blessed.
All about him in your textbook.
So yeah, so the Life is Strange soundtrack is really, really good. It's nice, like very chill acoustic music. They did make a vinyl of it, but there was way too many like rights issues, so they never sold it. They just gave them away at events, and as a result, that fetches a pretty penny on the secondhand market. So we're gonna talk to Jefferson here. All right, we can hear the game now.
Yeah.
Excuse me, Mr. Jefferson.
What game is this? This is Life is Strange.
Excuse me.
No, Victoria. Excuse us. I'd never.
So yeah, so the speed run, most of the speed run is knowing where to go and knowing what to say to continue the game.
You're a better photographer than a liar. Now I know it's a drag to hear some.
Yeah, so this is a very LGBT game for sure.
You're young. The world is
And a
yours,
very
blah, blah,
LGBTQ
blah, right?
chat for
You don't have a gift.
Exactly.
You have the
it's
fever to take
it's not
from it.
exactly sure, but you know
Define
it's
the
a
world
little
only
late
the
for
way you
damn
envision
sure.
it.
Oh yeah.
Now,
Oh yeah.
all you need is the courage to share your gift with others.
All right, I'm going.
And
All
that's
right.
what separates
So
the amateur.
now 4 minutes into the game, we get credits. So that's the good start. This is the good stuff right here. So now we get credits.
You didn't tell me how cute I looked yet.
We're about 4 minutes in, 4:11 or so, usually. We had the weird freak out at the beginning, so we might be like 4:25 or something. So that's what that is.
Here, we might actually be. We're working on the timer.
It's fine. It's fine.
It's fine.
The timer
Don't worry
doesn't-
about it.
really isn't important. This isn't a real speed run.
Splash water on my face and
We're doing speed run-ish stuff, but I'm fudging stuff to make it so that that Max is less of an a-hole.
She's so fucking shy.
Because basically the goal in the actual speed run is to do as little as possible.
There was a swear.
There was a swear. Thank you.
Yes, someone dropped an F-bomb like in the background.
Yes, as long as it shows up in the subtitles, it counts.
Oh, it's okay. That definitely did not show up in the subtitles because it was like.
I'm counting it anyway. It's too late. All right, so we're gonna look at this.
It looks like she's been gone for months.
All right. So this is yet another. So we're gonna hide. We're gonna hide out in the corner here,
Empty.
and this is where the
Nobody can
game
see
actually
her,
starts.
except for me.
So she's having a little bit of a meltdown. She had that weird, really real nightmare. So she's trying to figure out what's going on. And the swear is definitely coming up here. So yeah. Right
Just
here.
relax. Stop
Very angsty
torturing
to
yourself.
watch this.
You have.
Yeah,
the
very
guilt.
angsty. Big fan.
Fuck it.
All right. So this is there's a little bit of some speedrun tech here, but
A window
um,
opens.
the thing you're trying to interact with doesn't always have to be on screen while you interact with it. So you can just go straight, and so you can buffer inputs in this game. It's great. So I just buffered up, and I mashed the photo button, and I took a picture of the butterfly very, very fast. So this is the pivotal cutscene in the movie. This is Nathan Prescott, one of the main antagonists in the game. And we're going to meet our other protagonist in a second here. This is where a lot of swearing is going to happen.
It's cool, Nathan. Don't stress.
The two most sweary characters are Nathan and Chloe. So
Don't be scared. You own this school. If I wanted,
there's
I could
Chloe.
blow it up.
Chloe Price.
You're the boss.
I count step ass.
So what do you want?
I hope you check the perimeter, as my step-ass would
Hella.
say. Now, let's talk business.
I got nothing for you.
Wrong. You got hella cash.
That's my family, not me.
Oh, boo-hoo, poor little rich kid. I know you've been pumping drugs and shit to kids around here. I bet your respectable family would help me out if I went to them. Man, I can see the headlines now.
Should we count punk ass?
Out of this bitch.
Oh, absolutely.
I can tell everybody Nathan
And fuck
Prescott
yeah.
is a punk ass who begs like a little girl and talks to himself.
You don't know who the fuck I am or who you're messing around with.
Where'd you get that? What are you doing? Come on, put that thing down!
Ever. tell me what to
Another
do.
hella.
I'm so sick of people trying to control me.
So you can see how the
Hella
they're
more
starting
for
starting
this
to
than
increment
drugs.
really,
Nobody
really quick.
would ever
So
even
here we
kiss
go.
your punk ass, would
So
That
Chloe
got
just got
away
shot,
from me, psycho!
and that's sort of the fulcrum of the whole game. Whoop!
Whoa. What the fuck? How can that be? I was in the bathroom. He shot that poor girl. I held up my hand. And then
There's
I
no
was back here.
it's just F's in chat because Chloe got shot. Everything's fine.
I already heard this lecture.
From light to shadow. From color.
This is
My kid
real.
is being hassled again. And if Victoria's phone rings, this is real.
Now, can you
So
give
we're
me an
gonna.
example
So now we're
of
introduced to the
how
rewind
you
mechanic.
captured
The
human
rewind
condition in
mechanic
black
is
and white?
just the left trigger.
If I'm crazy, I might as well go all the way.
Bueller.
Can I actually reverse time?
And we did it. We've reversed time. Amazing.
Fantastic.
I did
Now,
it.
Can you give
I
me an
actually
example
did
We're gonna
it.
take another selfie here.
Perfectly
I'm a
captured the
human
human
time
condition in black
machine.
and white. Anybody?
So this is basically the tutorial. This is going to teach us the different ways and the different reasons you might want to rewind.
If he does again, I'll know this is for real.
What you kids call a selfie. A dumb word for a wonderful photographic tradition. And Max,
Bueller.
as a gift.
I know I'm not dreaming
As
this.
you all know, the
It's
photo
real.
portrait has been popular
I can
since
tell.
the early 1800s.
Yeah. So this is another one of these things where you basically just have to know what the proper dialogue options. I have handwritten notes sitting in front of me because I can't use my computer when I'm running the game.
I 100% understand that. For one of the games I run, I print out my notes because I'm like, there's a lot, and I need to be able to keep track and like make like corrections as I go.
Exactly. So I have a pen and basically I have like a list of like places I need to go and different dialogue responses.
Is there anybody here?
Shit.
And so this is a very interesting game in that sense.
And I need time to
This is
save
the.
that
I think this is the
girl.
only game I have. Well, I run one RPG that I also have notes for. But we're gonna rewind and answer the. So this is one of the ways you can rewind where you're given the correct answer, and so now we can give the correct answer.
The Daguerrean process, invented by a French painter named
Cool.
Louis Daguerre around 1830.
So now the goal is to save Chloe.
Reading as well as posing.
So we're just gonna.
Nice work, Max.
We're gonna try to clip back into
hugely popular,
Max's jaw here.
mainly because it gave the subjects clear, defined features. You can learn
I
more
couldn't quite
when
get
you
it.
actually finish
You
reading
get a lot
inside
less time
chapters.
this time, thankfully.
Max is so far way ahead of everyone. And guys, don't forget the deadline to submit a photo in the Everyday Heroes contest. I'll fly out with the winner to San Francisco, where you'll be feted by the art world.
So
It's great
this
exposure.
this
Start
repeat
cleaning up
conversation with
photography
Jefferson
Stella,
introduces us to
Melissa,
fixed
together.
rewinds.
Taylor,
So if you hit
don't
left
hide.
bumper instead of
Still
left
waiting
trigger,
for entry
you
to
can
Yes,
automatically
Max.
rewind to the last
You pretending
like
not to
focal
see.
like the last big decision that you made,
Max,
and those
you're
are
not crazy.
indicated on the screen
You're
by the
not
little
dreaming.
dots on the little spiral.
It's time to be an everyday hero.
No,
Excuse me.
Victoria, excuse us.
Mr. Jefferson, can I talk to you for a moment?
Yes. Excuse you.
No, Victoria. Excuse us. I'd never let one of photography's future star
I'm not avoiding, just
biding time, waiting for the elusive right moment.
exactly.
Yeah, John Lennon.
Max.
This guy's pretentious as heck.
Don't wait too long. John Lennon once said that life is what happens when
And so it
busy
forces us to
making
feel
other
bad
plans.
about that. So we're gonna rewind
Don't let him
because
stop.
it's required by the game. But we actually don't care, so we're just gonna talk to him and just skip, and then just give him the same exact answer this time. And so we're just gonna go and just gonna skip everything. And we skipped it. All right.
I'm not.
So now we're gonna learn about running, which is all we're gonna do for the rest of the game. So my hand is gonna be on the right trigger for the rest of the game.
Oh, I see what you mean now by skipping scenes. Okay.
So we already saw that, so the game allows us to skip it now. So that's
Yeah.
actually a built-in mechanic in the game, and we're gonna use it wherever we can.
They'll think I'm
Oh, yeah.
But
I-
ideally, we don't have to revisit a lot of things.
Oh yeah, I play like more like I guess standard visual novels, and
Max,
that's
retrace
pretty
every
much
step.
something that you see a lot of. Is
Oh,
that
it's
sort of
required. Oh my
Yeah.
god, yeah, because of the different, like the
I
branching
started
paths and
out
everything.
Oh, absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
butterfly
Yeah.
flew in,
I agree. All right.
and I took a
So
photo.
now it is. Now I have to hit the. The goal here is to one cycle this fire alarm. So we're gonna look at the fire alarm. So this is like pretty precise movement for this game at
You don't
least.
know who the fuck I am or who you're messing around with.
Where'd you get that? What are you doing?
All right.
Come on, put
I
that
need
And-
more to break it open.
I'm so
Chloe is saved. All right.
People trying to control me.
You are going to get in hella more trouble for this than drugs.
No way.
Don't ever touch me again, freak!
So Lenny Swigert. I gotta keep my foot on the.
Another shitty day.
I have a little. Well, it's my normally it's like the
That did not happen.
the
cannot
foot pedal
be
I split
real.
with, but I've repurposed it
I
as a
just
swear
saw a
counter.
girl get shot and then saved her. What the
Also,
fuck is going
to
on?
celebrate Chloe
Do not freak
being saved, I might have a nice little update for you.
Oh yeah?
That means you should be
We have a $170
Girls
donation
always use
from
excuses.
Cloudy Shoe, who says,
Excuse
"You're
for
telling
what?
me
For
that Life is
whatever
Strange
you're up
has
to,
glitches,
your
and the
face
only
is
thing between
covered
me
in
and
Do you
them
want trip
are
me out?
donations
Then
that go
trip
to a
on
good
outta
cause."
here,
Is
Missy,
this
or are you
enough?
hiding something?
Let's see some undefined behavior. Making sure to note that the U is very important. So thank you, Cloudy Shoe, for helping to clear out that incentive. So yes, we will be having the glitch exhibition at the end of the run. So thank you all so much for all the love that you gave towards that incentive. We still do have the one remaining for Watam, which is at $100 out of 400, but I
Just a little
think
worried about
we
my
can get there as
You're
well.
sweating pinballs. Is that all you're thinking about?
Awesome. I'm really happy
Always
about that.
Be upfront with me, Max. Or
I'm really excited to show off the
something
glitches
wrong.
because they're actually a lot of fun and they
Is
save a
that
lot
it?
of time in the run. So
Well,
that'll be
Max.
fun to show them off.
Talk to me.
Yeah, there's a U in Undefined. It's fine.
I just got sick in class.
There's you behavior.
Right there, right at the
Except
beginning. It's the very
wandering
first letter.
around like a
Yeah,
dummy.
there's
And do you
there's
think
two
that's the
U's
first
and
time
they're
a student
very
has
important.
used that line on me?
It's the truth.
Because
All
you
right,
know
so we-
why?
In Mr. Jefferson's
Just
class.
tell me
Because we
what you're
can't do this
hiding.
whole marathon
You can trust
without
me.
There's
you.
nothing to hide.
Ooh.
I got sick.
Thank you, chat.
It happens, you know.
There's that Team Toot again. You know, I've heard enough. Don't think I don't know what goes on.
So we met two of the more annoying characters in this game. This is the principal. He doesn't care about anybody but money and alcohol. We met David Matson. He is the security guard and Chloe's stepfather.
No.
So the reason we looked at that at the very beginning of the game, if you recall, I looked at a missing persons poster in the hallway. And the reason we do that then is because otherwise we need to we'll get a forced one here. So right there, we would have had to look at it, and it loses a lot of time. So that's why we do that. That is the only time we ever use our cell phone in the whole game. So we ignore every single text we get in from here on out.
Okay, I better get to my dorm.
Max gets, I don't know, like 150 texts throughout this game, and we don't look at any of them in the speedrun. It's very good. All right, so now we're gonna get a more proper introduction to the mean girls, basically. So we got, it's Victoria and her posse. It's Courtney and Taylor. And we are going to...
I forgot they were named Courtney and Taylor.
It's very good, right?
Well, it's more that those are the names of two of my sister-in-law's, like, nieces and nephews.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, so I'm like, oh, wait!
What a lame gimmick. Even Mark, Mr. Jefferson, falls for your wave hipster bullshit.
So Victoria is just going to yell at her for a little while, you know, and Max is just going to let it happen.
Even say that.
Also, there's a really good line coming up, but it doesn't contain a swear.
Since you know all the answers, I guess you have to find another way into the dorm.
It's one of my favorite lines in the whole game.
Oh wait, hold that pose. So original. Don't worry, Max. I'll put a vintage.
Good line, right? It's a good line.
Post it all over social
So we're gonna look at our groundskeeper here. We can befriend him in the game, but we don't, of course.
Oh yes, Victoria.
All
I'll
right.
get your bony ass out of my way.
So the first thing we do is
There goes.
So we're trying to get into the dorm here. So we have to get Victoria off the steps. So we're gonna do it in the most cruel way possible.
What the hell?
Also, did you count the ass for the swear counter?
Oh my gosh! Yeah, there we go. There's another one. We added one.
Do you know how much this fucking outfit
Thank you for keeping me on the show.
I can't even chill on
No problem. I'll make sure that Motas, who will be coming in for the host for the latter half of this, also keeps you honest.
Perfect. Nice. So yeah, so now we've gotten Victoria's cashmere sweater wet, and now we're gonna dunk her in paint. All right, we're up to 20. Prolific. There's only, what, an hour and a half left? More.
Wet paint is not good for hair, nope.
Get the hell away from
All right, so now we will be able to get into the dorm, but first
Hold on. We'll get some towels. We'll be
we have a
right
choice here. Either we're either nice to Victoria or we're mean to Victoria. It's always faster to be mean.
What do you want,
So
Max?
And did we get
Don't say
I'm so used to having to be like clean when I'm hosting, but did we get both ass and bitches?
And no filter.
Oh, I missed that one. You're right. All right, so we got in. So we have done it. We've got in. We're gonna have to. There's so many swear words in this game that there's just no way.
So does Nate.
I'm so glad we're being mean. It's
Maybe I shouldn't.
being mean is almost always gonna be faster. I'm gonna be nice in a couple of spots, but that's purely for the sake of the run, actually. So we're gonna go into this room. If it's a quote, you can say it. Perfect.
Yes. Yes. I'm just so used to just like not swearing at all. But
yeah, it's very weird. I agree. I've done this. I've done the episode 1 any percent one other time.
Looks like they're great.
And it was very strange. I didn't really think about how many swear words there were until I started running the game. Like, oh my god, there's so many swear words. I didn't actually like. It never occurred to me.
For my part in this marathon, I'm putting on a panel about Final Fantasy VII. It's just like, okay, make sure there are no swear words in any of the screenshots or videos I'm using, because the remake adds a lot, like more than I expected.
What didn't she do? Dana's been sexting with my boyfriend.
Oh, that's pretty cool. All
How
right.
did you find out?
I'm excited about
Why
that
do you care?
that
Why are you even
that panel.
asking?
Actually, it looks really
You never
interesting.
talk.
I will be
Just
tuning in for
zone
that.
out with your camera.
That's why I'm talking to you now.
What's my last name?
Juliet Watson. Duh.
I'm flattered. I didn't even think you knew my name at all.
Of course I do.
So we discover that Victoria is trying to break up Dana and
how'd you find
or
out
whatever.
about them?
What are they? Juliet and Zachary, I guess.
To date a quarterback.
According to Victoria. Huh.
She saw the sext, and Zachary won't answer his
We're
phone.
gonna go the wrong
Once
way
Dana
first.
admits it,
I
she
am
can
out
go.
of sorts right now.
Straight
All
to
right,
hell.
we're going to Victoria's room.
I swear I didn't do anything, but I bet Victoria did. I know.
So this is just as quickly as possible getting the pertinent information here, which is apparently people still talked over email in 2015. So we have some incriminating email. Also, yes, this is a thing in this game, which is you can just snoop on anyone's computer. I don't know why they trust you, but you can walk around and just go into anybody. If you're in the room, you can get on their computer as well. It's out of control.
Juliet, read this.
So much so that when we go into this room, I can accidentally look at Dana's computer instead of grabbing the flash drive. Electronic mail, yeah. So it's like regular mail.
But electronic.
Yes,
sorry, Dana.
it's like the ones you get in the mail with
You
the paper,
are.
but it's not
And
real
I
paper.
hope so. You really think I'd mess around
The
with Zachary?
platonic
But I
concept
get
of
stupid
paper.
jealous. I owe you dinner.
Theoretical
me?
paper, it's
and
fine.
you do my laundry.
Thanks, Max.
All right.
You're like the Blackwell Ninja. Now let's see what Zach has to say about Victoria.
So
You
we're
set me
gonna go
free.
ahead and
Thank you.
grab the flash drive and then
Warren's
talk to
flash
Warren.
drive is on my desk.
So Warren. All right, I did not accidentally use Dana's computer. Perfect. Fun fact: there is
Get the flash drive. and then I'll
there's a
go
pregnancy
sit down.
test in Dana's garbage right there, and only 2% of people have ever looked at it.
That's right. This game is one of those ones that keeps like all like the weird, super granular like stats on things.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Alyssa got hit in the face. We don't care. We're never gonna save. We're not gonna help. Never gonna help with Alyssa.
Damn,
So this is the
I better
first time
rewind.
we're actually gonna deviate from the any % speedrun. We're gonna actually intervene here and help Kate. Not because we have to, but because I want to.
Do you understand what I'm
We can do everything exactly the same and just save Kate on the roof. But I am going to be nice to Kate because that's what this is all about.
This is official
Standing up for a
campus
poor girl
business.
who's done nothing wrong.
Excuse me, you shouldn't be yelling at students or bullying them.
Hey.
Oh, yeah, no
nobody is
problem.
bullying anybody. I'm doing my job.
No, you're not.
You're part of the problem.
So that's David. He's terrible.
I will remember this conversation.
David will remember this.
So the alternate is you take a picture of David
Oh,
hassling
Max,
Kate,
that
and then
was great.
Chloe sees it
I
later
think
and,
you scared
throws
me
it
for
in
once.
David's face.
I have to go.
All right.
but
So
thank
now we're
you.
actually going to talk to
It
Warren.
means a lot.
Anytime, Kate.
Warren is our friend who is 100% in love with us, but we do not care about him at all. It's very sad and awkward.
Sorry, Warren.
Yeah, I love you, Warren. Warren is very pure and needs a lot of hugs. He is too pure for this world. Cool. So this is just we're just it's just not Denari. Denari is a friend of mine. He's gonna just be spouting puns in chat all for the rest of the day. But yeah, so we're gonna
I'm glad
talk to Warren. Basically, tell him to heck off over and over again. We tell him that we're not interested in talking to him twice.
What up, Max? How are you?
Here's your flash. Thanks.
No problem.
For the hug,
So-
and you just like no sell him.
Cool.
Yeah, so
Very old
basically our first response to him is I don't want to talk about it, and our last response to him is I don't want to speak about it, and he still doesn't really get the hint. So
You're in the wrong time, Warren.
there's a
But
swear.
then, so am I.
You okay?
It's
There's
been
another
a
one.
strange fucking day.
Man, I saw that.
There we
Victoria
go. We don't want
took
to talk
a
about
pic
it.
of you on
It's much faster
Facebook.
because not talking about things is
Major
way
picture.
faster than talking about things. If you believe
I don't
that.
want to talk about it.
Jeez, you're a little Miss Sensitive today.
No, I'm too
I wouldn't
busy.
push your luck,
Just
Warren.
just
Not
like
today.
the more dismissive you are, the more
You on my flash drive?
No.
the more
everyone
likely
should
we're
go
just gonna
to
speed
class
through this dialogue as
and
quickly as
quiet.
possible.
Damn, girl, you had it like a year.
Or a week. I did.
Here's the
write till all
first-
the titles dropped.
So that's the first example of me
Make sure
choosing
you
the
watch
faster
Cannibal
the
Holocaust.
faster route, but it containing a swear and it
No
literally
fucking
costing
way
me
will I
money.
watch that. My mind is.
but we gotta go
twisted.
fast, fast-ish.
I laughed my
Fast.
ass off.
So you're sensitive.
And you got both F bombs in there.
Awful the way you say
Yep.
it.
Oh yeah, there's another one, wasn't there? You're
Not
right.
at all.
There's the second
Sensitive
one.
is good, unless you're a pushover.
Oh, I was actually nice there by accident, but that's fine.
Thanks for noticing, Max.
The right girl will too.
If I was lucky. Speaking of hip and fast,
I don't want to speak about it, so there you go. We've done it twice.
Movie this week, but you seem distracted.
I don't want to speak about it. This is kind of a crazy day for me. I mean.
Oh yeah, definitely don't. I've seen Cannibal Holocaust. I can't in good conscience recommend it unless you really like unnecessary gore.
This is between you and me, not social media.
Don't insult me.
By the way, while we've been having this little conversation, we did have a donation come in. So, Mana Kate donated $10 and says, "I just wanted to say thanks for saving me preemptively."
No
they
problem.
included a little sniff there, so hopefully that got picked up by the mic. And that went to the Watham incentive.
I'm one of his
so
students.
What the
I will definitely drop
I know you like to take
another
pictures,
donation
especially
link
when you're hiding out
in
the
chat.
bathrooms. You best tell me what you
Yeah.
saw. Now.
What are you talking about?
I know you're new here, but don't even play stupid with me.
I'm not new. I've lived here for years.
Then you should know the Prescotts own this shit.
Also, note, Max's last name is Caulfield. I don't know what that could possibly be referencing.
Worry about yourself, Max Caulfield.
I could call
Oh yeah,
the
and
police.
so Warren gets headbutted in the face by Nathan. Spoilers, Warren headbutts Nathan in the face later, I think in episode 5 or 4.
Nobody tells me what to do.
So,
Not
and it's
my
very
parents,
good.
Not the principal or that whore in the bathroom.
So, for the record, Max didn't recognize her best friend earlier just because she had blue hair. So that's cool.
Way. You again.
Oh, bro, I got this.
Get in, Max!
Get your punk asses
Cool.
in there now.
All right.
Don't even
So now we're gonna have our whole little Chloe part of this.
Nobody.
Cool. So now we're gonna talk. We're gonna basically get guilt tripped by Chloe, rightfully guilt tripped by Chloe, because it turns out we left town 5 years ago and then just never called. Best friends for our whole lives, never called, not once.
Don't give me the guilty face. At least pretend you're glad to see me.
I'm seriously
That's
glad to
amazing.
see you.
It's amazing, Kat.
Oh, and thanks, Chloe. It makes perfect sense I'd see
There
you
you go.
today.
Yes, it's been that kind of day. So what did that freak want with you?
I have no idea. I know he's a Prescott.
And an asshole. Your friend really stood up for you.
Warren? Yeah, I owe him big time.
You're not the only one in debt.
I have to like.
You're
I'm all
always
out of
causing
sort.
trouble.
I'm all out of sorts.
Feels so weird.
So we gotta get back. I've
So
gotta
I guess
find
Seattle's
where I am in my
subtitle?
notes. We're right here. Perfect. All right.
No,
I'm just gonna mash
it
B
felt
for a
like
while.
real city for artists, big and bright. Great.
So this is just this is exposition. So I'm just gonna let it run.
Must be hard coming back to a hick town like Arcadia again.
Not after seeing you.
Please, girl. You came back for Blackwell Academy.
Only for Mark Jefferson. He was a pretty famous photographer in the 90s. I've always loved his work.
Those that can't do, teach. I'm glad you found a good reason to come back.
There, see?
Don't you think I'm happy to see you?
No. You were happy to wait 5 years without a call or even a text.
I wanted to. I was just so tripped out over leaving Arcadia.
Oh, please. I'm sure your phone and laptop were frozen in time.
You're merciless.
You've been at Blackwell for almost a month without letting me know. Enough said.
I just wanted to settle in first and not be such a shy, cliche geek. I totally would have.
Oh yeah, Max is a horrible
You
friend.
don't use these sad excuses on Mr. Jefferson.
Have we ever seen Kat and Chloe Price in the same room together?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't buy it.
Kat, are you gonna do your best like Chloe Price cosplay for us?
Remember cereal? Remember when people used to say, "Are you cereal?" Well, we just had it.
Broken. Oh, man, are you cereal?
Wow, haven't heard that one in a while.
Not everything changes. Except my
I'm saying step douche is one. Any of the step ones, there's a bunch of
Douche has a
them.
boatload of tools. Maybe you can fix it at my place.
I need very specific.
Another really, really good line.
Nerd alert. My stepdad has a fully stocked garage, and he actually is.
It's a very good line.
Welcome home, Max.
That's really cool. That's absolutely counts. I will allow that for sure.
are some like the coolest people out there.
That's so cool. Why is everybody in this chat so cool? I'm really. I wanted to thank you guys for letting me do this. This is very exciting. So. Y'all are cool. If y'all are here, y'all are cool. It's by definition. Gone Home, also a very good game. I love games that don't have no gameplay. That is my favorite thing.
Home.
I'm cool too? Well, I appreciate that. I'm just happy to be here.
And you got home shit home, right?
Oh, no. Good call. There it is. Thank you. I'm all distracted. This is a whole thing. I speedrun Life is Strange. I can only be... There's always like a limit to how cool I can possibly be. Alright, so there's some very intense movement, so I'm gonna... You know, Step Viewer I'm gonna allow as well.
This isn't exactly my chill out zone. My Step Viewer makes sure of that. Come in and close the door. Put on some music while I medicate.
Alright, we're going to... Limits can approach infinity. I have a math degree. I agree with you. So we're going to be really nosy for the only time in this game. We have the opportunity to be nosy a lot, but this is the only time we actually take this opportunity. And it's only because it's required by the game. Because we needed that CD to play. Does the middle finger count? I don't know. I feel like Chloe's middle finger counts. I'm going to count it.
Yes.
Hey, give me that.
Sorry, I wasn't trying to be nosy. Obviously, she was a good friend.
It's putting it mildly.
Who is she?
So
yeah, you can play this with a mouse and keyboard, but I would recommend playing this with a controller. It's much easier. The reason you see the little mouse icon
After my dad died and left, I felt abandoned.
which is my foot pedal is inputting like a series of inputs, which is making me
I was 14.
just making it think that I'm using. So this is like a very non-standard run anyway.
So Rachel took my place.
Not usually. I'll allow
I'm glad
that
she
one.
was there for you.
Rachel had my back.
She looks like a model.
You would laugh at her.
So yeah, so this is Rachel is like the third part of our little protagonist trifecta in absentia.
Our plan.
She never shows
Out
up.
of Bigfootville and into Los Angeles.
At least not now.
So what happened? Did your folks, your mom, try to stop you?
My mom was too busy hooked up with Sergeant
About
Shithead.
6 months ago.
I feel the love. Now,
So this is
when
more
did
exposition.
Rachel
This is
actually
important stuff.
disappear?
6 months ago, she just left Arcadia. Without a word. Without me.
What about her parents? Are they looking for her?
They're in denial. Max, I know she's missing.
I assume you know more than that.
Before Rachel left, she said she met somebody who changed her life. And poof.
And you haven't heard anything from her since?
Like everybody in my life. My dad, you, and Rachel.
Put on the music?
Gone. Can you put on some music now?
So there's more actual gameplay coming up here. Very exciting.
Exciting.
We're gonna go grab some tools from the basement.
Anyway, you can find tools to fix your camera in the garage.
Chloe, are you okay?
Sure, I'm awesome. I just want to blaze and be alone for a moment.
So there's the token up.
Well, as you are going to go and get those tools, it is actually time for our host swap for this run.
All right.
I haven't seen
So I am going to be signing off. I have been Scala Kitty, your host for the last couple of runs. Thank you all so much for a wonderful evening. I will be back tomorrow, actually doing things on stream. So please look forward to all of that, but I'm going to leave you all in the capable hands of Lore Master Motos, who is a wonderful friend and an excellent host. And I hope you all are settle in. And Motos, are you ready to count swears?
You know, I see the counter is already, but my counting skills are also up to par. So thank you for that, Scala.
All right, I'll leave y'all to it. Y'all have a good night.
Have a great night.
Back upstairs before Chloe freaks.
Come on, go into the door. All right. Hello. All right. So we have gotten the tools, and we're going to sit at the desk. And so this is another spot here where we are going to deviate from the any percent run. So normally, what's going to happen is David is going to try to barge in on us. I'm going to hide out in a closet, a physical closet, metaphorical physical closet, and we're going to we have a choice. We can either let David yell at Chloe, in which case David actually slaps her. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna go ahead and take the blame.
I just took them today.
It loses about 30 seconds,
Booyah,
maybe a
skank.
minute over the whole
Party's
run,
a
but
bitch.
I'm fine with that.
Nice framing too. Wait, I've seen this before. No way. When did you take this?
As you're all probably already aware, we did meet the glitch exhibition for this run, and we have opened a new incentive for tomorrow. The Link to the Past run has a bonus glitched any percent run that you can now donate
I
for.
can still tell when you're lying.
Okay,
Awesome.
I was there.
I'm very excited about the glitch exhibition,
So
and
badass.
Link to the Past is very broken,
Wet myself
so
when I saw the
that'd be
gun.
good.
So, did you recognize me?
I wasn't sure.
I know I look a lot different.
I was scared too. I couldn't see straight.
Now, I have been following that the trend of this game is that this character is not that great of a friend. Is that correct?
That is absolutely correct. So Max, coming into the game, is already not a very good friend. And then speedrun Max is really not a good friend. I'm going to curb that a little bit specifically for this little weird showcase.
No, I didn't.
This little showcase.
Some intense shit.
But normally she's just awful. She does the bare minimum to save Chloe's life. Effectively, is all she does for her friends. There are versions of you can play this game where you do all of the great stuff and she still kind of sucks, honestly.
I'll tell you more someday.
But you know, she's tiny and cute, so that's just how that works. She can kind of get away with it. Let me see what I'm doing here. Ah, yes. See, but Chloe's a great friend. Chloe is the most snake-bitten character in this game by far. It's really rough. Even if you try to be a good friend, you're still not a good friend. I mean, so Max is excluded from being a good friend because she didn't talk to her best friend for 5 years while she was out of town, right after her dad died. So
my dad would be
kind of
pissed
rough.
if I never used it, and now I know it'll be used awesomely. And I'll snag this picture as a symbol of our reunion. Cool?
Yes, of course it's cool.
Chloe's the best, though. I love her.
This camera is so sweet.
Now that we
I have a Chloe emote,
I feel like stage
and
diving.
she's dabbing.
Let's thrash this place.
You're crazy.
Yep, I'm fucking insane in the brain.
Right.
Let's dance.
I'm doing my
Shake that
best to
pony
count the
white ass.
swears.
Or take my picture with your new camera.
We're gonna take a picture of her. Who is the best character? That's a really good question. You can't. Oh, the Love Doe shirt's great. I have a shirt. I have one of Chloe's shirts.
Can't dance, hippie? Come on. Rock out, girl.
From Before the Storm. That's what I have.
Yes, break it down, Max. Yo, turn it off. Turn it off.
So this is one of the best lines of the whole game is coming up as well.
Asshole. Oh, no fucking way. You need to hide now.
So we're gonna-
My stepdad will kill me if he finds you here.
Chloe, what's going on? Open this door, please.
Chill.
Yeah,
changing,
some of the
is that
official lesson
okay?
stuff isn't very good. I agree with that.
Find a place to hide now.
Chloe,
I'm
what
coming.
are you doing?
So we broke a thing, so we're gonna
I'm
rewind.
changing. Give me a minute.
Oh, I did this. I hate when this happens. All right. So you have to really be careful to actually like highlight the lamp, move the lamp, and now we're in the closet. So remember to choose right here.
I'm changing. Give me a minute.
Don't get smart. Just let me.
Yeah, so we're in the closet physically.
1 second. My bra is stuck.
I'm not screwing.
Shit.
What's going on in here?
Jesus, I'm just trying on clothes.
Yeah.
I'm friggin' paranoid.
This game is not perfect, and I won't defend all of its choices, but I do love this game, like unironically. I do really love this game. And that's why I chose to speedrun it, because honestly, this is a horrible speedrun. I would never suggest it to anybody.
God, I
Maybe
didn't
like the
think
episode 1 IL, like this IL is
You
pretty
know
good. It's like
being
45, it's like
control?
47 minutes long.
Is that grass?
And it's not too bad.
Again in here?
Oh yeah, guns, weed. You were tripping balls.
So I'm gonna take the blame for
I'm
this.
Sick of your disrespect. Tell
That
me
this
the
is
truth.
not what
That's
any percent Max would do. Any percent Max would let Chloe get slapped in the face, but I'm not gonna let that happen.
I'm sorry.
So this is like maybe the line I was talking about was is this grass? Have you been token up again? Which is a very hip and with it term
How
that
about if
David
I call
used.
the police? That'd screw up your spotless Blackwell record. You do seem to get around, Max. I'm sick of you losers dragging Chloe down. Missy, you sure do like to pop up and start trouble. Like this afternoon. You don't have anything smart to say now.
Yeah, Max is out of the
Get
closet.
the hell away from her, man. Stop harassing my friends.
Physically.
You don't have any friends.
Like you know. You're not even a real
So
cop.
warning, we're
Fucking
gonna see a
security
gun
guard.
now, so if that's a thing you don't
I was a
like,
soldier, Chloe.
just a heads up.
And Max, if I see you here again,
I'm counting
you'll
middle
learn all
fingers.
about real trouble.
Because
Yeah,
you're
I'm
such
sad
a
we're not
boss,
doing
Max.
episode 3, because episode
me
3
show
you
you
get
my
to
new
choose whether
toy.
you kiss her or not, and it's slower to kiss her, but you got to do it.
Yeah, sometimes sacrifices have to be made on the timer.
I'm
Priorities,
Price.
really.
Chloe Price. Bang.
Jesus, put that thing down.
Chillax, sister. It's not even loaded. Yet.
I thought you believed in gun control.
Yes, I believe I should control the gun. It's the men who need to be checked. You trust Nathan or David? Thanks for taking the heat.
Epic win!
Totally smacked this
Yeah.
punk ass down, Max.
All right.
He's no match for you and me now. That was an epic win.
So we are
Anyway,
winding
let's
down
look out the
here.
window. There is one cool place we can hang in this hick hole.
Man, that did not.
And again, I am doing my best to
I
keep
want to
track
keep
of
my
the
Blackwell
swears, but
scholarship. I
I'm
shouldn't
doing a
lie
lot
to
of things all at
anybody,
once. So if
even
I miss
Chloe.
one, just yell at me either
I
in chat
have to
or
think about my
remote.
own future.
If you are just joining us after we had that out of the closet scene here, we are raising funds for the Trevor Project with this marathon. It's an American nonprofit organization that focuses on suicide prevention efforts among lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, and questioning people under 25 years old. It operates a Trevor Lifeline, a confidential service that offers trained counselors through a toll-free phone number. The Trevor Project is committed to producing research that brings new knowledge and clinical implications to the field of suicidology, and also advocates for laws and policies that will reduce suicide among LGBTQ+ young people. We are delighted to be supporting this invaluable, life-affirming
I haven't been
organization.
here in forever. So why do I feel like I was just here?
Very good cause.
This is the exact same path I was on during my nightmare today.
Okay. So we're right at the end of episode 1 here.
Birds are so lucky.
So normally Chloe's really mad at us, but she's happy with us since we
You sure you don't want to be alone?
Have a seat, Pete.
there we go. So we're gonna do that. I'm kind of doing this on the fly
Feels nice
because
after after all
the
that
choices you
drama.
make change
You
the
really took one
dialogue
for Team
choices,
Chloe.
and so I'm
I'm
not
not as
doing
brave
what
as
the
you.
any percent route would do. So
And
I
David is
am picking
indeed
random
a step
dialogue, but
dude.
it's like you
I'm
lose
sorry you had
seconds
to
here and
experience
there,
it
and this
firsthand.
is not, and
You have
time
to
is not
live
my
with
main
him.
concern here. My main concern
Has he
is
always been
Kate
this way?
Marsh.
Ever since my desperate mom dragged his ass to our home, I never trusted David.
He freaked out on poor Kate Marsh today.
I know her. She's cool. Only that prick would bully her.
So
He has
we're
some kind of
right up
weird
against the
agenda.
end of
He has a lot of
episode 1
secret
here.
Files. Rambo still thinks he's gathering enemy intelligence. Did you take a peek?
What files?
David stashes his secret X-files in there. I saw them once, but he secures them now.
He kind of creeps me out.
We do find his
I bet the
files
truth is
later
out
in
there his
episode
files.
4.
Most likely, but it's good you didn't find his files. He would go ballistic. He's a total surveillance fetish. Where are there spy cams in the house?
Sometimes ignorance is bliss.
This
No
is also
wonder I'm
really
so miserable.
disturbing.
Everybody in this town knows everybody's secrets.
I was like 3 swears
What's
in one.
Nathan's secret?
He's an elite asshole who sells bad shit cut with laxative. And he dosed me with some drug in his room.
What?
I met him in some shithole bar that didn't card me. He was too rich for the place and too wasted, and he kept flashing bills.
Just tell me what happened, Chloe. Now.
I was an idiot. I thought he was so blazed it would be an easy score.
You needed money that bad?
Actually, yes. I owe big time. And I thought I'd have enough for me and Rachel if she showed up.
So, what about you and Nathan?
We went to his room at Blackwell. We drank, and I laughed at his rich kid bullshit. He was one step ahead and put something in my beer.
God, Chloe. I can't believe this. I mean, I do. Then what?
I know I passed out on the floor. I woke up and that perv was smiling, crawling towards me with a camera.
Go on.
Everything was a blur. I tried to kick him in the balls and broke a lamp. Nathan freaked, so I managed to bum rush the door and get the hell out.
All right. That was another pay to win there. So that's the faster
Chloe,
thing, but it's also
so fucked up.
awesome money. So that's good to know.
What did you do then?
I figured I would make him pay me to keep quiet. So we met in the bathroom.
And he brought a gun.
That was
It's still
Nathan's
dangerous.
last mistake.
He's still dangerous.
So we're gonna
Chloe. Not just to you.
we're gonna
Good
flash
thing you
back
didn't tell
to
anyone.
the nightmare
Nathan
once
Prescott
again, and that'll be the end of episode 1,
I
and
won't
we'll
always be there to save you.
run through the ending
here
scene
today,
and
Max.
mosey our way on to episode 2,
I'm
where we
still
focus a
tripping
lot
on
more on
that.
Kate. So episode 2 is
Seeing
very
you
much
after
the
all these
Kate
years
episode.
feels like destiny.
So this category will make a lot more sense then.
You know, you gotta love an episode of game that actually releases all of its
If this is
episodes.
destiny,
Amazing,
I hope we
right?
can find Rachel.
Looking at you,
I miss her,
D4.
Max.
There's another one.
This shit pit has
Might be
taken away
another one.
everyone I've ever loved. I'd like to drop a bomb on Arcadia Bay and turn it to fucking glass.
Life is Strange 2, the last episode released last December, so it is fully released, yes. So there are 3 full 5-episode Life is Strange games.
Oh no! Not again! Why is this happening to me? Why am I here again?
Alright, so we're gonna go on the right hand side here to avoid the boulder. I apologize for if it's a little loud because the nightmare scenes are just incredibly loud, like the storm scenes. Alright, this tree's gonna fall. We're gonna rewind.
I have to find out.
One. We're following the doe here, obviously, which is our, like, Patronus or whatever. Get out of the way of these logs.
I've never seen a storm like this in Oregon. Oh my lord! The tornado is back!
That's the end of episode 1. So we're gonna have this. We have a nice long chunky. We have a nice chunky cutscene here. So this is like if you're speedrunning this game, or if you're watching, this is a good time to like stretch your legs, hydrate, get some water, get a snack. I have some pretzels here, so we can just sit back and relax and listen to the excellent music.
Chloe, you're here. I'm back. Oh my lord, this is real. It's real. Oh man, this
In that
sucks.
case, I will get these 2 donations out of the way. We had $170 from Cloudy Shoe, who said, "You're telling me that Life is Strange has glitches, and the only thing between me and them are donations to a good cause? Is this enough? Let's see some undefined behavior. The U is very important."
Chloe, I'm not crazy.
Thank you for that, Cloudy Shoe.
But there's something else I have
Thank
to
you.
tell you.
And Mana Kate donates $10 and says, "I just wanted to say thanks for saving me preemptively." Sniff.
When I came out of it, I discovered I could reverse time. Like I said.
So that was
not
the
crazy,
Cloudy Shoes
but
donation is the one that
right?
sent us over
Listen
for
to
the
me. How do you think I
edition,
saved
so
you in the bathroom?
very grateful.
By reversing time? Yeah,
That'll be a lot
sure.
of fun.
I
at the
saw
end of
you
the
get
run.
shot, Chloe. Saw you actually die. I was able to go back and hit the fire alarm.
Okay, I see you're a geek now with a great imagination.
Yeah, I
This is
apologize for
anime
my
or
setup. I have a
video
weird
game.
setup
People don't
going
have
that
those
might
powers,
cause
Max.
I don't know
the
what
screen
I have, but I have it.
to stutter every
I'm
once in a while. I have to
scared
play this with
You need to
VSync
get
off,
high. It's been
and
a
so
hell
my
insane
computer
fucking
can't
day.
always handle like the spikes in FPS. So that's, if you're seeing that, that's what's happening.
What the hell is this?
Snowflake?
Or storms
It's like
coming.
80 degrees. How?
This is a
I'm
cinematic experience.
Or a storm is coming.
Max, start from the beginning. Tell me everything.
That's Joyce. We haven't met her yet, but that's Chloe's mom. Warren. You're welcome, Kat. That's Frank. We haven't met him yet either, but we're going to meet him in episode 2. Frank is the drug dealer.
You know, I love when I develop time-traveling powers right when my long-lost friend appears and snow falls in 80 degrees while playing great music.
Yeah, I mean, it happens. It's a stereotype, honestly, at this point. It's pretty played out. So good. So we're right at the end. There's a weird thing here where Nathan's really obsessed with cameras, but he's not actually in the class. It's very weird. Video games are just a collective hallucination. Chloe does need new friends. All right, so we're gonna. Normally, I would play this. So normally, I would play this game offline if I was doing a full any % run. So I skip that pinwheel where it grabs the stats. But I don't care, so I'm keeping it online. All right, so back. All right. So we're gonna skip the previously on because we just saw what happened. So we're just gonna skip that. All right, so this is the beginning of episode 2. I'm gonna shuffle my notes around so I know what I'm looking at. So this is the last episode we're gonna see, and for this run. So we do 40% of the game. 2 months later, and episode 2 is here. I know it felt like 2 seconds, but it was we actually waited 2 months in real time here just now. So I have to mash A and B on my controller, so that's what I'm doing right now. So I have to dismiss 2 dialog boxes immediately. In only 2 months. I actually don't remember. They released all 5 episodes within, like, not quite a calendar year, but almost a calendar year. They did a pretty good job, from what I remember. So, the last episode took a very long time to come out. They even, like, apologized for the delay, episode 5. So, yeah, a normal just like a normal person, just sleeping with no covers. That's how. So definitely not a sociopath or anything. All right. So
this no cover scene is the reason why this game is in this marathon, right? That's so
Exactly.
That's so strange.
We're gonna go to the shower. Come on! Oh my gosh, this game is.
No amount of rewind will keep me clean. I still need a shower.
Blankets are hard to render.
Okay,
That's
Max,
honestly fair.
Let's hit the showers now.
Do not forget I need
So Alyssa's gonna get hit in the head. We're gonna ignore it again.
Thanks, Sherry.
Poor Alyssa.
Yeah, of course, Victoria.
Does anyone in the history of ever look back fondly at when they had to share showers in dorms?
Oh God, I certainly don't. So this is big exposition for Kate right here. So we didn't. So all we saw in the first episode was Kate getting hassled by David. So now we're going to
Anytime.
now we're gonna get a little more backstory on why Kate was getting hassled and what's going on with her.
Here. By the way, Max, do you still have my copy of?
So normally we would have just taken a picture of her and she would have been yelling at us right here, rightfully so. But now since I actually helped her, we're having a nice, pleasant conversation.
Can you?
Yeah, there's no
room
roommates in this dorm. It's
I
a
just need to take
it's a
some
very
notes for
fancy.
class.
It's a Blackmail County is a very
I'll bring
fancy
it by
school.
later.
So everyone has their own room in this school. Everyone's very clean here. The speedrun of this game, the more awful you are, the better time you're gonna get. So I'm 6th on the speedrun leaderboard for 90%, so I'm only kind of awful. I have shower shoes, don't worry.
What's up, Kate? School.
Make sure it's not awful percent. Yeah, they're one of the leaderboard mod for Life is Strange 1. His name is Crispy Hanako. And he did a thing.
Don't be shy.
There's only any percent and 100% leaderboards, but he does love meme runs. I know that. I'll kind of explain it more when I get there, but you can make Chloe shoot herself.
Looks like it.
Not like it's like she ricochets a bullet off of something and it goes back to her, and there's like a meme run where you make her do that over and over again by rewinding.
I
It's
still have goddamn
terrible.
paint all over my face. Max Selfie thought she was a badass.
Very
taking that
bad.
picture.
But yeah, so there's a lot of this game is not a very serious speedrun, obviously, so we don't like.
She's jealous because Mark, Mr. Jefferson, knows.
But
I'm
anyway,
going to win the
so this
extra
is what we just saw there was Taylor and it is horrible. I agree. So yeah, Taylor and Victoria are just mean to Kate. Victoria.
She's a weirdo with that dumb camera.
Yeah, she lives and shouts at you. She's like, I shot myself. Rewind. It's a whole thing. Don't worry about it. We're not gonna see it, thankfully.
Gets a chance to see her in action.
I'll point it out when it can happen, though. Oh, I've been not counting swears. There's at least 3, so we're gonna do those 3 right there. So we're not gonna erase that off the mirror because it doesn't do anything for the run, and nobody cares, so it's fine. The only thing that happens is that you say it on the roof and it wastes time, so we're not gonna do it. So we're just nice enough to Kate, basically. So I'm gonna get her book,
I better get dressed and go.
and by get her book, I mean I'm going to spill soda on it, then get it, then get dressed.
I'm hyped for soda percent.
Heck yeah. There's another one.
No fucking way. This is not why I came to Blackwell. And I still have to clean all this crap up after I find Kate's book.
Oh man. You gotta be just nice enough to keep going.
I better fix this fast. Kate needs the book, and I don't want to add to her list of problems.
Talk to Crispy
Get on,
Hanako.
foul soft drink.
Alright, so now we're going to get dressed.
Aha, you sneaky book. You're mine.
I love this run. I like this run. It's not a good speed run, but it's a chill time. You get to talk, chat. It's a lot of downtime. You don't like the material is very serious, but you don't really take it that seriously. Kind of undercuts the seriousness of it.
Take this back.
I mean, when I develop time travel powers, I mean, I'm sure all of us would use it on really typical things like, oops, I spilled some soda.
Let's rewind. She uses it only for the important things. I had no choice.
Why did you step in
This is another one where I have no. I'm going blind here because I did a thing that's not in the plan. Because I helped Kate with David.
Nobody here seems to care about anybody.
Kate.
It's a very good deer shirt. I have that mug, actually. That deer on a mug.
What's the story with you and David?
I have a lot of Life is Strange swag.
He's a total paranoid ass. He thinks I'm part of the Vortex Club. Yeah, right.
So yeah, so the video is Kate making out with a bunch of people blacked out at a party.
I know this sucks, Kate, but
Here we go.
tell me about the video and maybe.
So this is Kate's backstory for this game.
Basically, I went to one Vortex
And she's like a very religious. She's like she's a nice girl. She's religious and she's hardworking and she doesn't deserve what's happening to her
It
currently.
doesn't sound like you. I can't see you partying with Victoria.
I didn't.
You have to tell me more than that.
Yeah, we've
What
all used the
happened
one
at
sip
the
of red
party?
wine before, haven't we?
Did you drink?
I swear to God, I had 1 sip of red wine, and then I drank water.
Are you sure it was just 1 sip?
I take a sip at church, and I don't end up on a viral video, okay?
Did somebody drug you?
I remember...
So yeah, this is kind of bad. This is like
I remember
describing getting
sick
drugs,
and
basically.
dizzy.
Go on.
Then
So Nathan
Prescott
drugged
said he would
Kate
take me
and
to the
took her away
hospital.
from the party.
Did you go?
Definitely not. I'm not sure where I went.
What do you remember about that?
All I recall is driving for a long time. And I woke up in a room. I thought it was a
Yeah.
hospital.
So we
because
like
it was
Kate,
so
so we're gonna
white
help her.
and bright.
Go on. I'm listening.
Somebody was talking to me in a soft voice. I thought it was a doctor until I heard Nathan.
And
Felt a sharp sting in my
Kate's one of the best
throat.
characters in the whole game. It's
And-
like Chloe, Kate, Warren. Those are the holy trinity of this game, basically.
That's all I remember. I don't know what happened. I woke up outside my dorm room the next day. I didn't have any
Bye,
marks or
Victoria.
bruises, but I felt gross.
So, who took the video of you at the party?
I have no idea. Probably Victoria. She was there being her mean self.
Jesus, Kate.
You don't.
I'm sorry. This is serious shit.
How do I get a viral video taken down? I know it's already spreading. What if my church sees that? I need to know.
I
what
won't,
to do.
don't worry. I definitely never checked back with her.
We'll figure it out. I'll check back later, okay?
Thanks, Max. You can put my book here near my bag.
So I'm going to tell Kate not to go to the police here because the police don't help. And it's faster.
So, Max, can I ask you a question? And please be honest.
Absolutely,
Sure.
Kate. Anything.
I need to find out if Nathan Prescott helped me or hurt me after that party. Should I go to the police?
Oh, it was your
If you
time
do
rewind.
that, they won't believe you. You're on video grabbing at all those guys, and they'll use that against you.
This is very mean, by the way. But yeah, so now that we're out of the dorms, this is like the main like focal point of this episode, which is we're going to prove to Chloe that we can rewind time by doing a bunch of trials.
No,
It's like Herculean trials
I
or
just don't
something,
want you to
but
get
a lot
hurt
less
anymore.
interesting.
That seems impossible at this point. So that's your answer?
I think we should wait. There are other things going on that might help you.
But not right now. So I can walk
No
down
problem,
the halls of people
Kate.
calling me a
You're welcome.
slut. Thanks, Max.
But we're saving you later, so it's okay. So now we're gonna go talk to Warren very briefly.
She didn't like what I had to say, but
I
really
went the
proof
wrong
of
way,
what
of course.
happened.
I just constantly get turned around. Say hi to Brooke. Hi, Brooke. Bye, Brooke. We could talk to her, but that'd be slow.
Oh, geez, that pop-up that says these choices will have consequences is... Oh.
Yeah, it's rough. It's shaming you, basically. So let's go talk to Warren real fast. Only because it's required. Because we don't care about Warren. We could do Warren. We could treat Warren like dirt. He'd help us no matter what. So no need to make an effort with him at all.
Max, get some.
Warren, what are you doing here?
Oh, nothing. Waiting for a call. I mean, I already took the call. Anyway.
Yeah, well, the choice does have consequences, Kat.
By the way, thank you for stepping in. You were pretty badass, Warren. I owe you.
Oh, yes, you do. I got knocked on my ass by that.
Lisa is a very important, very good plan. We don't get to see Lisa in this,
You're a
unfortunately.
real everyday hero. You stood up to a bully, and it was awesome.
Even though you left me.
This is the first mention of pirates, but there's a whole thing where Max and Chloe used to be pirates when they were kids. Where's the Save Lisa speedrun? I want to save Alyssa speedrun, where all we care about is making sure that Alyssa never gets hurt, because Alyssa's also very good.
He's dangerous. I don't want you to get involved.
He acts like he's kind of mad that you left him, but he told you to leave him.
Nathan
Yeah,
Prescott
sure.
is going to get his karma soon.
He said go! I mean, yeah, but he still got kicked in the face by Nathan a whole bunch. So I only say yes here because it's faster. This is the only time I'm actually nice to Warren, and it's really all I do is humor him. We never go see Planet of the Apes. Spoilers. Because the apocalypse happens.
Ape films.
Well, that was easier than I thought. Cool. I'll text you.
Save all the good people percent. I'm going to route save all the good people percent. It's going to take 20 hours. This is a very long cutscene. We're going to take a bus to the diner in real time.
David talking to Nathan cannot be a
Both,
good thing.
as it turns out.
This has something to do with Kate.
This is another good stretch your legs kind of moment. Grab some water. All right.
Well, everybody, you should know the next incentive is for, I hope I'm pronouncing this game correctly, Watam. There is a Meet the Prince incentive where $110 out of $400 for that. It is the next game, so get them in if you want to see that.
Okay, Motos, do you have a strong opinion about breakfast food? Are you like a savory or a sweet breakfast food kind of person?
Well, the background knowledge is before my current career, I ran breakfast restaurants for 7 years. So yes, I have very strong opinions about breakfast food.
So are you a sweet breakfast person or a savory breakfast person?
I am very much a savory breakfast person.
All right, we're on the same page. So that means that Max is going to be eating some bacon omelets for breakfast. Heck yeah.
Delicious.
So you have a choice here for what to eat, and there's literally no time difference. So people just pick whatever they prefer. So you can either get a stack of pancakes or a bacon omelet. The canonical choice is bacon omelet. That's just because we decided as a community that was the correct answer.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not going to say no if someone puts pancakes in front of me, but give me a good sausage scramble or protein bowl every time.
Oh yeah, I'm there with you. No question. Yeah, again, pancakes are great, but omelets are better. So we have, of course, we have followed. We have followed Max to the diner in real time, so we experienced the whole thing. And pancakes is technically like 1 second slower or something silly like that, but it's a 5-hour run, so it doesn't really matter. So now this is the trials of Chloe begin. We're actually going to meet Joyce, Chloe's mom, for the first time here.
I wouldn't dream of it.
407 for gas.
Hope nobody steals my
It was like that for me for a long time.
The diner looks exactly the
All right.
same.
Gonna take our normal booth here. So you can, you can wander around the restaurant, talk to people. Those are 2 students, but who cares?
Makes me feel 13 again.
So we're not going to do that because we don't care about anybody, about ourselves. And Kate. Shout out to Kate. Alright, so we're going to meet.
And there she is. A lovely young woman. How are you doing, Max?
Hi, Joyce.
I've got to say,
Nice to see you again.
serving in high heels,
Same.
not
I'm
easy.
Still a waitress
It's
at
not a
Two
thing.
Whales
It's
after
definitely
all
not a thing
these
at all.
years.
No, like you still look pretty.
She's implying she's been doing this for years too, so she's got some strong
But not
calves.
that
That's what I gotta say.
Now you get busted for smoking pot. I heard the whole sordid story from David. I'm sorry this was how you had to meet him. He's a good man, no matter what Chloe says.
Yeah, I'm sure. I don't even smoke, like, ever. It was almost an accident. It was very
Oh
stupid.
yeah, in the normal speed run, this conversation is very, very different. We're talking about how Chloe is a bad egg and how I'm gonna help her reform her somehow.
I will be. Promise. I know things were hard for you and Chloe. I feel bad I didn't call. Now my folks are in Seattle
Move
and
forward
I'm
with your
home
life.
at Blackwell.
A facet.
It's my karma.
Heck yeah.
You did the right thing. You moved forward with your life. I did after
Yes,
William
hello,
passed on.
Facet Raccoon and
Chloe?
friends. Welcome.
Chloe chose to stay angry.
Thanks for the raid.
I hope we see more of you.
Come on in. We're
Chloe
just
needs an old
relaxing
friend
and
again.
talking about how
Joyce,
terrible of a person
I'm
our protagonist
so sorry
is.
about William. I have great memories of him.
I'm glad, Max. That was his gift to us. Wonderful memories. Even if Chloe doesn't understand yet.
In my
must have
splits,
changed a
the
lot
name of
now.
this diner split is
She
just
hit
called
all the
Amaze
phases.
Balls. We will find out
Expulsion,
why.
running
Chris.
away, drugs, bad boys, tattoos, piercings, blue hair. Now she's got to rebel against her stepfather.
I see why. I mean...
Do you? He's not as much of a hard ass as you think. But you did tell him you had a joint, right? You took that responsibility?
I did. And I am sorry. I don't want Chloe in any more trouble. Or me.
Nobody's in trouble over
David is
duty,
terrible.
Max.
David is
And I'm
terrible
glad
until the
that you
very,
took
very
to
end of the
Chloe.
game.
Like
He's
a
just
great
awful the
friend.
whole time.
But Chloe does push David, and it's not fair. He paid his dues in a war. He does care about her, along with all the
Yeah, David
students
has
at
the
Blackwell.
ultimate of redemptions, honestly.
I get it, Joyce.
To the point
You
where
know
I can't
Chloe
hate
still
him,
likes to
honestly,
stir
even
things
though
up.
I've run this so many
Yeah,
times.
she does provoke people, especially David. I just want us to be a family.
All right,
soon.
let's pick
I
this
guess
bacon
it's
omelet. Let's
about
go.
time.
I think you're right, Joyce.
This
So,
choice will have
Now
consequences.
let's get down to the nitty-gritty. What do you want to eat?
All right, so this is how you
I
make
was
time pass
dreaming
really
about
quickly
your
while you're
bacon
waiting.
omelet.
We will not see the
Now
redemption.
finish
It's in
your
episode
coffee.
5. So we're gonna drink. There's gonna be a cutscene, and we're just gonna do that 4 more times where you can skip through it a bunch. So we get to use the skip scene mechanic.
I just want to
This
point
is like
out that
fourth-dimensional deja vu.
she is so wholesome. No swears in that scene. The entire conversation.
Oh yeah, she could never swear in front of Joyce. There's no way. We've wasted a bunch of time now.
Looks like you can hear your stomach rumbling from here, Max. Here, you'll love this.
I'm drooling like a baby.
Still
Speak
can't
of the
believe
devil.
you're a woman. When I look
I've
at
definitely
pictures of
missed some
Chloe-
swears, but we're going with 66. It's not close to over either.
Speak of the devil.
We're like maybe a fifth of the way through episode 2 here. We have like maybe 40 more minutes of game.
Mom and Max, together again.
And Chloe looking for a free meal. You put your whole damn college fund on your tab.
I'm treating Chloe for breakfast.
Are you a
Chloe and Nathan are the two
Please
largest
do not give Max any shit for that. She
donators,
apologized.
swear-wise.
I know she did. Max is a good girl. Woman. She's 18 now.
Too old to get lectures from you or Sergeant
I like
Call
Sergeant
him
Pepper. That's a
David
good
if you
one.
don't want to be lectured. You only get one damn slice of bacon a day.
Oh, and Joyce with the swear. As soon as her daughter enters the scene.
Yeah,
Didn't take
that's
too long.
Chloe's score first, though. You know,
What is this
turnabout's
shit
fair
on the
play.
jukebox?
All right, let's go.
Now that that's out of the way.
Oh, I see. It's like a yawn or a hiccup. They're infectious.
Exactly.
And I can't explain why I saw
It's a nice number of swears we got going here.
Come on, that's just a daydream. I want proof you can rewind time.
This is all happening so fast.
We'll start slow. Right here, now.
I can tell you.
So
every
now what we're
single
gonna
thing you have in
do?
your pockets.
Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna fail immediately, rewind, and actually succeed.
Let me see.
So the first thing you do is I don't know.
Okay, Max. Impress me.
I don't know.
Do you have some kind of power or not? Okay, psychic girl. Let me show you what's actually in my pockets.
So let's actually look at the
That was
items,
beyond
memorize them.
epic fail.
By which I mean note them down on a piece of paper, go back, and now we rewind. We do an auto rewind here because there's a
Okay.
there's a weird
so every
glitch that can
item
happen
carefully
here.
And don't forget anything.
Keychain. Let's count.
This is me telling you what's inside.
It's a
your
panda robot
Okay,
keychain.
Max. I'm hella ready.
Your car keys.
Duh, way too easy. I need details. Describe my keychain.
A cute robot panda keychain.
Not bad, Super Max. You do
She has
have
7
that
cigarettes.
Irish luck call build. What else?
I'm pretty sure you have cigarettes on you.
Yes, you know I'm a smoker. But how many cigarettes?
7 cigarettes.
A superpower that allows
She has
you to count
86
cigarettes.
cents.
Cool. Amazing. Something else in my pockets?
Some money.
Clearly I'm rich as fuck. How much do I have?
86 cents.
That's right, living large in Arcadia Bay. So
She
that
was
cool.
busted at
Show me more.
10:34 a.m.
A parking ticket.
You know me well.
I've played this game a lot.
What is the exact time I was busted?
Okay, here it comes. Here it comes. Here it comes. Here it comes. Here it comes.
Booyah! Max can tell time.
Amazeballs.
Amazeballs. I literally just got chills all over my neck.
Yep. Are we counting crap? I'm not counting
have
crap.
powers.
I'll take that crap off the table, Chloe.
I think you're right on that.
How's the food, Max?
Better than I remembered.
Very good save.
So this is another
Man, I'm hungry like a
cutscene. So
wolf.
now we're.
Clearly.
So now this is trial number 2 where we predict the
Freaking out
future.
about what just happened. You have to show me more. Something way cooler so I will believe you without any doubt.
So normally we're supposed to look around and pay a lot of attention, but what we're going to do is stare directly at Chloe's face and wait.
Now, pay attention to everything that happens in the next few
So
moments.
what I didn't know was
Gather
that
Chloe
time
with
travel
power.
was involved in this game when I got this host shift, and I love
Did you break
time
another
travel.
cup?
The idea that you would have to mess up the test first so that you could get the answer and go backwards is great.
I really like that too. Yeah, it's very cool. Yeah, the butterfly effect is basically the whole point of the game. So the tornado that's coming is because she saved Chloe and altered everyone's destiny. That's the sort of high level overview. All right.
That's the best song I've heard.
Yeah, slight spoilers, but
I'm
it's
going to
okay. It's
predict
not that. It's pretty
4
clear.
events that will happen in the next 30 seconds or so. The trucker drops his mug, and Joyce rips him a new one.
So, what happens next?
The cop gets an emergency alert on his radio, and his partner in the car leaves without him.
Well, let's just see how this goes.
It's a very dumb plot point. A lot of the time travel stuff's actually a little bit weird. Also, Max's powers randomly change. She'll have like random powers that make no sense.
Jukebox goes crazy as a cockroach.
Like at the very beginning
Pretty
of the
bizarre,
game,
Max.
when
But
she
let's see if everything happens.
when she
like you
first sees Chloe get shot and rewinds, she actually ends up back in class. But normally when she rewinds, she stays in the same spot that she is and stuff changes around her. But that's like a one little plot hole that always bothers me.
Feel for you.
Shh. Now I gotta take this call and leave my breakfast. Hey, where is my partner?
You called
We're gonna
her.
do both of
He's
those.
off to go bust some skaters.
You're a dick.
Don't slap me, bitch. Take your fight club outside.
He started it.
I'm finishing it.
Trevor and Justin must be in love. You predicted
All right, so now Chloe's convinced. So now we're gonna make some
I pledge allegiance to
just
nothing.
tremendously bad choices. So this is the rest of this game is just bad choices for the rest of the game, or for the rest of this episode at
Best
least.
toy ever?
Then in episode 3 we make more bad choices, and then episode 4 we make some bad choices, and then episode 5 we mostly make a lot of bad choices.
Maybe you made a move on me and I would never know.
Yes, that's what I did.
You can rewind time, Max. That's fucking insane. We have to play.
I don't have time.
You did not
This
say
is
that.
such a bad idea.
Check out your nose.
It's so.
Too much blow?
Chloe's just like really immature about this whole thing for some reason.
Excitement. See what happens when we hook up again?
Then,
Hey, I mean,
let's go
I'm
to
part
one
of
the
Cuso
secret layers
Grande.
and fully
Like,
test your power.
bad
Maybe
games
the
are in my
psychic
DNA.
Pikachu.
Okay, girl wonder.
All right, so let's
Show
talk
me
to
the
Chloe.
way
Let's
it
ignore
goes.
everybody and talk to Chloe as usual.
Okay, Supergirl, let's go to my secret place. Don't even answer. We have places to go and
So we're not going to talk to Kate here because that loses a lot of time and we can make it better on the roof by lying to her. So we're just going to lie
You
to
don't
her.
call me once in 5 years and now you're all over some biatch you see every day at school?
Oh, and Chloe's really childish here. Basically, Chloe's really bad for this little stretch of time and then she gets
Got other
redeemed.
people to hang out with too. Later, Mom.
Bye, Joyce.
That's very the she'll survive you not taking that one call is a very large foreshadowing. So we're gonna leave. All right, let's go to a let's go to a junkyard, I guess. That's Frank again. Hi, Frank.
I hope
We will
Kate
see him
doesn't get
later.
upset I didn't answer.
All right, so content warning: underage drinking, beer, lots of beer in this particular scene. The name of my split for this scene is called Time to Be Irresponsible, and you will see why very soon. This is one of the big, like, speedrun, like, tech heavy parts of the run here.
Dude, this is gonna be so cool.
Slow down. Wait for me to get your.
No, we don't. We don't ruin Frank's beans. No,
We'll have to
don't
test you
worry.
now to make sure. Welcome to American Rust, my home away from hell.
I'd never ruin Frank's beans.
Rough. It suits you.
Max, do you know how awesome this is? I get my best friend back, and she's also supersized.
We don't know for how long.
Super responsible
Exactly why
world.
it's time
Oh
to
my
have
god,
fun.
responsible world.
Are you kidding? After yesterday, I'm kind
No,
of.
I don't trust you, Chloe. You are a child.
Freaks me out that you have one.
Don't you trust me?
Yes, but not that gun.
You have more power than an army. Don't be scared of my little toy. Besides, we need it for the test.
Yes, beer yuck, exactly. Max is one of the things Max is right about. So yes, this is
Drink?
speedrun tech. So we need to get 5, we need 5 bottles for beer and
let's do
guns,
this.
nice combo.
Can you find
We need
5 bottles while I
5
prep a
bottles
shooting
for
range?
target practice here. So
Beer
finding
and
the
guns?
finding
Combo.
the bottles
You
here
can
is like
handle
a big source
I'll
of
go
time
find us
loss.
5 bottles.
So like I've gone the wrong way already. It's here, yes. So we need to break this glass. Another very good use of our rewind power. We're going to fix the glass. Now learn our lesson. So that's 1 of 5. We're going to route this in a way where we end up getting the 5th beer right back by Chloe. So we're going to grab number 2 right here.
Hello, bottle number 1. 4 more to go.
3 is around this corner right here. Talking about a beer in a haystack, blah, blah, blah.
Only 3 bottles left.
It's late at night. People can be partaking if they so choose to. All right, we're gonna go into this little. I'll just let Max explain it.
She's literally in a junkyard, and she couldn't think of anything better to shoot at than bottles.
I bet I can
Bottles
find
of
out more
water.
about Rachel here.
Bottles
One
of
more
beer.
bottle to go.
So yeah, so you can actually find a lot of backstory there about Rachel and Chloe if you want, but we don't care, so we're just gonna keep going. Let's find number 5 here.
Way heavier than I thought. Ugh.
All right, we've got our 5 bottles.
Voila. Now I can deliver this bottle booty to Captain Chloe.
And there we go. So we're going to help Chloe shoot bottles. So if y'all remember the part that I mentioned earlier with the meme category, it's right here. You'll see it in a second here.
Wait, one more for the road.
So normally you're supposed to see her shoot
You're serious.
and change it, but I know
We're
that
gonna
how
shoot
she
all
misses,
these
so I can
bottles
just
without
tell her
wasting
right
a
away.
single bullet.
So as soon as the rewind ability
Max,
shows up,
you
I can
have to help
rewind
me
and tell her
aim.
how to.
Show me the way, Max.
I need to see you shoot first. Aim a bit to the right.
Sir, yes, sir. Oh, yes! Did you see that shit, Max?
Duh.
That was so fucking cool. Now for the second bottle. Now, Max, where do I aim?
You're on target. Pull the trigger.
Oh, that's a nice bit of tech. You don't have to actually watch her shoot the first time, huh?
Nope, you don't have to. It assumes you're gonna watch it, but it loads up the ability to rewind early. So you can always just rewind immediately. I messed it up the second time, but you can do the same thing with the second one.
Now that
So here we go. This is where you can make Chloe shoot herself. So if you tell her to shoot the, not right here. It's the next one. It's not this one. It's the next one. I lied.
Give me something to shoot, Max.
Let's take out this wheel rim on your left.
Taking out the wheel rim now.
Yeah, it's the bumper. So you shoot the car, and there's a bunch of different places you can shoot the car. So we're gonna shoot the tire, but if you shoot the bumper, it ricochets back and hits her.
Like never. So
Pretty
I
bad.
want one more uber cool trick shot.
We're gonna
How
shoot
about
the
using
tire.
that junker for a target now?
All right, and we're done shooting things. Thank goodness.
How about aiming for the left tire?
Adios, spinning wheel of death.
All right, so that was part 1 of being horrendously irresponsible.
Uber cool. I cannot believe this is for reals. My best friend is a superhero. Now it's your turn to.
So we're gonna have another one of these flashes here.
I don't know.
Max, your nose. Damn.
I don't feel so super.
Max!
The old overuse of superpowers nosebleed trick.
Yep, that is one of the huge like mechanics in this game, like big plot points. It'll come up really. It'll be really important in the very last scene of this episode where we actually do save Kate. Normally we would just rewind and grab her, but
do you feel any better now?
There's a reason why we can't.
A little. Thanks for helping me. Just give me a minute.
Too much action for Arcadia?
Maybe not enough. This is kind of fun. Scary and stupid, but fun.
Let me know when
So we immediately feel better, obviously.
This
Because why would we waste
really
time?
messes with my head. I'm glad I feel normal.
Yes, correct. This is with great power comes great responsibility.
You're ready to lock and load.
Well, it's also like knowing the. It's also about knowing the upper bound of like how often you can use the power as well. It's not infinite. The well is not infinite. Hey, Frank.
Hey, it's Thelma and Louise. Or is it Bonnie and Clyde?
Excuse us, Frank.
Oh, sorry, Chloe. Don't let me get in the way of your bonding. I heard the gunshots and the breaking glass. It's cute that you're playing with guns. Just like me at your age.
We're not anything alike, man.
We both need money. In fact, you need it so bad, you owe me a shitload, don't you, Chloe? Huh?
You'll get your money.
Don't they all say that? You know, even when they're broke and acting tough? What are you hiding there, girlie? Let me see.
Where did you get that bracelet?
A friend, and it's none of your goddamn business. You're my business now.
That's
and
Rachel's bracelet. Why the fuck are you wearing her bracelet?
Calm yourself.
The more angry Chloe gets, the more she swears.
You stole that shit! Give it to me right now, asshole!
You better step back before you regret it, girl. I mean it. You want me to cut you, bitch?
So I have to shoot. I have to pick to shoot him here for
Please.
many reasons.
Please step back.
You're kidding. Put that down.
The big thing for the speed run is it's faster, but the important thing is you have to keep the gun. So if you decide not to shoot him, then he actually takes the gun from you, and you have to get it back from him from his RV. But to get into his RV, you have to shoot him. It's a whole thing.
You have until Friday to pay me. Don't ever pull crap like this again. It'll be the last time you do. Try bullets next time, brainiacs.
I think we get a hella here.
Sorry.
Maybe not.
You are awesome. Thanks for standing up for me.
I wonder why. Was it because somebody found you because you were making a lot of noise?
My secret
so.
lair didn't feel secret today. At least Frank is gone. He won't fuck with us again. He just wants his money.
All right, so this is part 2 of being horrifically irresponsible.
And Chloe's waiting to go.
And I call this split relaxing on active train tracks.
I still can't.
So these train tracks actually are operational. So that's not. I wouldn't personally mess around on train tracks that have trains on them. But to each their own, I suppose.
Right up Frank's ass. You have the power.
You're gross. Don't fall.
I'm just glad you were here.
Me too.
I think it's a whole thing. It's supposed to be like, oh, Chloe is daring and making
scary losers like Frank.
Max live a little.
It's weird.
Let's take a break and I'll talk.
For some reason, I believe that people used to walk on train tracks a lot more in the past, but definitely not lay down on them.
I wish we could stay forever.
There you go. They actually explain why people like trains and train tracks. Yeah, see, maybe it's one of the, I don't know, maybe it's like one of those things where some people like it and some people don't. It's not something I would like to do.
This is not playtime. No more guns.
Max, I know.
Oh, we're slowly approaching 100 here. Frank Bauer.
Busy shit is the new normal for me. That's why I plan to leave Arcadia Bay without paying Frank off.
Now, tell me exactly what Frank. Does he have a last name?
Frank Bowers, he's just a dealer where I get my weed. The one in your joint, remember?
Everything's fine on my
Anyway,
end.
Frank
But
and I
it looks
kind of
like we're
Is this
getting
your
like
bad boy
stuttering.
phase?
But everything-
No, it's my trying
I'm
to
not
scrounge
dropping
some quick
frames on
cash
my
so
end or
Rachel and I
anything.
could get the hell out of here phase. Frank had quick cash.
I
that's
dropped
all.
some frames, but
No.
I think we stopped.
I want to know
I think
how
I dropped.
Frank got
I
Rachel's
dropped some
bracelet.
frames. My bad.
What do you
Sorry,
think?
y'all.
I think we have to be careful and keep an eye on this guy. Without him eyeballing us, okay?
It's so weird talking to you about this insane. We haven't hung out. We were tweens, and it's like no time has passed. I wish Rachel was here to meet you.
Why? I bet she would hate me.
You're not that different. She has a great eye for images and for art. Plus, she's a smartass like you.
I think we're good now. I think I'm out of the
We would
woods.
all
No,
be
not
hella
quite
best
even.
friends forever.
This is very
I know
frustrating,
she must
actually.
be as cool as you.
Why am I dropping frames? Oh well. We'll just power through. It'll stop. Hopefully.
You are. I have no doubt we'll meet soon.
Railroad tracks always make me feel better. I have no idea why.
It's the romance of travel and movement.
I blame
With the
Twitch.
Train whistle at
Look
night.
at the beat poet here.
I'd rather be a good photographer.
We need Selfie from Final Fantasy VIII in this
You
scene.
are.
She likes trains.
You just have to stop being afraid.
I like trains. Oh yeah, this is really loud. I apologize. We're still just dropping just a horrendous amount of frames here.
Perfect.
So I'm gonna narrate what's happening, but basically, I've dropped some frames, but I'm not dropping tons of frames. All right, so Chloe is stuck. I've never dropped frames like this before. Chloe is stuck in the train track, so we have to get her out before the train comes. So this is why you don't relax on active train tracks.
Train. Oh shit.
So we're just gonna do it the fastest way possible, which is destroying everything.
I agree with this solution completely.
So we're just gonna destroy the switch entirely.
Definitely.
Basically, there's a track switch, and it actually closed onto Chloe's leg.
Now
So we're
I
gonna pull her up and save her again. God. Awful, awful, awful.
Get me out of here, Max!
All right, we can pause the game. I'm gonna pause the game right now.
Lift Chloe up.
What's going on?
That was close.
You saved me again.
Losing frames. Click that. All right.
While we are diagnosing that, I will say if you're just joining and you don't know who the Edge Case Collective are, this event is being put on by Edge Case Collective, who is a streaming group made up of creative queers who play, build, and break games in interesting ways. It has the address here to follow, but you're already here, so click that follow button for more great content.
All right. So we're back. We apologize for the slight technical difficulties there. Hopefully they're all sorted out. So we are going to let's just keep going.
Excellent. Thanks for sticking around, everybody. And we promise the swear counter will begin moving again shortly.
Yeah, we're actually pretty close to the end of this run, so we're gonna be saving Kate pretty darn soon here.
Away to a nice, quiet, desolate spot?
It was cool to spend time in your lair, but I have to get back to school before my next class.
Since you're the mysterious superhero.
So yeah, so we're actually approaching the last scene of the game where we're back at the school.
That's okay.
Where all the unpleasantness happens. So this is where I'm going to like give the general this is the content warning. So we will see Kate on the roof and we will see her jump. We will save her, but we have to watch her jump twice first. So that is my content warning. I will also warn again when we get a little bit closer.
Sorry to be so boring.
Nothing exciting ever happens to us, right?
Listen, your rewind power has to be connected to that snow yesterday. That might explain your tornado vision.
I don't see how. It's so friggin' random.
Wake up, Max. You saved my life twice now. You altered the course of my destiny, yours, and whoever. Do you know about chaos theory?
There's another pay to win there.
It means shit happens, right?
No, crazy shit happens. Because it can. And will.
Why me?
Yeah, and I will also warn when we get a little bit closer.
A perfect example of strained detractors.
It's coming up pretty soon.
Kids anything at Blackwell. We have a tornado, rewind power, and freak snow. Hello, Armageddon. So let's party with your power, Rockstar.
Like you said, Professor Price, a superhero needs a sidekick.
I think we're gonna get to 100 here. I think we're pretty darn close
the
here.
best of my life.
Because we're back in action again.
So we can putter around the school before class starts, but we don't have time for that. So we're just going to go straight to class. We're going to talk to David first because we're required to.
I have a little time.
We will not be
before
doing
Mr.
any
Jefferson's
wandering.
class, so
But we will
I can do
talk
some
to
wandering.
Mr. David.
Excuse me, Mr. Madsen?
I know things got a little heated yesterday.
I'm going to double down right here.
Was that really your reefer?
Yes, it was. You know that marijuana is almost legal in Oregon. I can get it at Blackwell. Are you gonna bust me now, Mr. Madsen?
Yeah, so whenever I run this on my stream, I also give out these warnings because it's very serious. There's some really, really intense topics covered in this game. Not just here, but for the rest of the game as well. So
she's no
it
threat
does
to
matter.
you.
If I didn't care about her, I wouldn't care at all. When I was her age, I was out raising a lot more hell.
So is
She's
Kate
better
Marsh.
than that. All you kids are. So is Kate Marsh.
What about Kate?
You stepped between us at a pretty bad time. She's another matter entirely.
Kate hasn't done anything wrong.
Max, this isn't just about Kate Marsh. My concern is for the safety of all Blackwell students, including you.
That'll take more than surveillance cameras.
It will take more than Ms. Grant and her petition to find missing students.
Isn't that your responsibility as head of security? Unless you know something about Rachel Amber that nobody else does.
I don't want to fight with you anymore. I don't want to fight with anyone anymore.
Ooh.
That's all, Max.
Go ahead and talk to Mr. Jefferson once again because it is required.
What? So you can't help me?
I'm trying. Excuse me, Max. Can you come over here?
Sure.
You look worried. Is everything okay?
Just between you and me, I'm worried about Kate Marsh.
That's no secret.
Yeah, I do appreciate that we have just standardized content warnings everywhere. It's
Not exactly.
it's a really good help, especially for a
Never
game
mind.
like this that
Sorry.
does actually have quite a few of them.
I have to go and work on my photo.
You can talk to me anytime. And Max, can I talk to you about Kate? I assume
That's,
you
I
know
mean,
about
so
this.
viral videos Mr. Jefferson,
Everybody
if you under
knows.
viral
That's why
means
I
that a
wanted
lot
to
of people
see
know
you.
about it, so that's fair.
Kate is being humiliated daily.
What if Kate brought this on herself?
This is terrible,
She
by the way.
means
She
well, but
doth
maybe
protest
she
too
doth
much.
protest too much. She seems like she's holding back the truth. Have you talked to her?
No. I just don't want Kate Marsh to be the next Rachel Amber.
Rachel Amber? What does she have to do with Kate?
With all her missing persons posters around, it's
Yeah,
hard not to
victim.
think of
I'm gonna take a swear and
Rachel
say
was
he's a
nothing.
victim blaming prick as well. He's terrible.
Principal Wells said you had something on your mind you wouldn't tell him. You care to share?
Not right now. I'll tell you everything as soon
I
as
always
figure it out.
demand my students tell me
like to
personal
believe that.
secrets in the hallway.
It just
Yeah,
seems
yeah.
like
It just
there's
in
a
broad
lot of
day. It's
drama
completely
with
fine.
you this week.
Listen, should I?
Excuse me, Max.
We in the so
Yes?
we have standardized notes for the any percent run for this, and I have a modified version of it at some point. I've modified it, but there's basically there are standardized notes that you can just grab and print out.
Here comes the
And
mysterious
Jefferson
Max.
in episode 5, we changed his name from Jefferson to a different word for Jeffer Poop.
Too late.
Because he's awful.
Meow. Bring out the claws. I love seeing chicks fight.
Can I sit down?
Can you?
please?
Me.
I don't know. Can you?
Let her have the desk. That's all she's got.
There it is. All right, this is another chance that we can clip into Max's face for a little while because it's a cutscene where we have control of the camera, and letting us control the camera when we don't have anything to do is a bad decision. So yeah, we saw Kate storming off.
Okay,
That is
why does
what we
David
call
taking photos
a
of Kate?
foreshadowing.
Now this is so wrong and weird.
All right. So yes, the content warning is going to get a lot more serious. Not quite yet, but really soon. So we're going to ignore this whole conversation with Warren. It's just a cutscene here.
Hey,
but
Warren.
let me see if I can
I saw
get
Kate
into her
earlier.
face
Her
here.
eyes were puffy from crying.
Kate has a lot.
So
on her
close on
plate.
the swear
I
count.
know what to
So
say.
close.
Okay, I know you love me, but if you're not in this class,
There we go.
read it.
Now we're inside of,
Everybody
Kate,
else,
of
please sit down.
Max's
We have
face
a lot
here.
covered today, and so little time as usual. I see all the usual suspects here. Anybody
God, they
seen Kate
suck.
Marsh?
Victoria sucks so bad. I'm always mad at her every time.
She's not feeling good.
Sounds like you're giggling about a video gone viral. Maybe it involves a student or a friend.
This is some mild body horror.
False images of yourself shot out all over the world.
We get to see inside of her model. It's fine.
Usually, people need something to judge, so they never take a good look at themselves. We can thank reality TV for some of that. In the end,
Yeah,
we can only blame
never
ourselves
look
for
too closely at video game teeth.
Speaking of
Just say no.
participation,
Yeah, it's
there
rough.
are a few souls here who
Look
would
at
like
that.
to enter a photo in the contest, like Max Caulfield, for example. Who
Yeah,
would
this
know
is a little bit
if-
speaking simulatory, isn't it? Great
I'm
game,
sure
by the
you
way.
read the syllabus like it was.
There
a
it is.
Potter
Oh,
book,
yeah,
so
that's
you
good
must
stuff.
know today we're studying chiaroscuro. That beautiful
Oh,
word
yeah.
about the contrast between
That's
light
the good stuff.
and dark. The shadow play that gives photography such visual power. It's basic yin and yang, black and white, precisely because of their contrasts.
There's number 100 right there. Okay, so this is the proper content warning. So suicidal tendencies, suicidal intent. This is your proper content warning. If that's something that bothers you, please look away.
Dismissed.
So Max is going to use... We got 100-ish. Yeah, I haven't really been keeping track that close. But this is where it's going to happen. We're going to use we are going to use a power that we never reuse ever again. So I actually prevent you from seeing that first jump because I've realized that you can just do that.
Not again. Not now.
All right. So this is a power that we use only this one time, but we basically just freeze time. All right, so we have frozen time. All right. So we're not going to see Kate jump anymore, so that's that part we're out of the woods, but we're not quite out of the woods yet. There's still a long conversation on the roof.
Keep going, Max. You
All right.
can't.
So you can see all these people who are taking photos here. So these are the bad people here, the ones who are taking pictures. That's Brooke dabbing. Say hi to Brooke dabbing. She's dabbing. But the good people are actually concerned or running in. All right, we're gonna go to the roof. All right, wish me luck. We're doing it.
It makes me wonder because she can open the door.
Yes.
Yeah, this makes
So I
no
wonder
sense.
if she touched any of the people, what would happen?
Yeah, I don't. No, you have this scene, and so it's a lot longer to save her. So it's a minimum of 5 dialogue choices to save her, and it's only 2 dialogue boxes to have her jump. And so we just let her jump.
What are you doing here, Max?
So yeah, so our ability does not work anymore, so we're gonna have to talk her down.
Power. Now I have to do this by myself.
Max, seriously, don't come near me. I will jump.
Okay. I'm right here.
Every time I watch this scene, my adrenaline's pumping right now.
Oh, Max, I know you want to help me. I love that you stepped up to David, but it doesn't matter now. Nothing matters.
This is really rough. This is no joke.
Just to me.
I will let people know when it's over.
Kate, your life is still yours, and we can get through this together. Let me help.
So we're gonna lie here. So we're just gonna lie here that we were in silent mode. Just let's overlook that. It's fine.
I swear, it was in silent mode, and I didn't see it, or I totally would have answered.
I needed you to answer, Max. Everybody thinks I'm a viral slut.
The
now.
voice actors are
There is
absolutely amazing here.
only your friends and your
Some of the voice acting in this game is tremendous, but Kate's voice actor here is amazing.
Come stand by me, okay? I can help you now. I know I can.
Oh, please. Now you want to help me?
I'm
What
gathering
about this
proof.
morning when I needed it? You told me to do nothing.
Kate,
So there's 2 more dialogue boxes here before we get her back down.
and you're not the only victim. So you have to help me take Nathan down.
Nathan Prescott? That makes sense. He's a scumbag. You have proof now?
Soon, then straight to the police. Think of it like we're cleansing Blackwell.
You do have my back, Max. That's
I also
the
like
first time I've
the
felt
visual
hopeful
effect
in a
of the
week.
rain mixing with Kate's
Good.
tears on her
We
face.
all need to have
Really
each
good.
other's backs. So I want you to come with me now. Please.
And you can tell they had to have taken some care on that effect because, it's not a high fidelity game, but that effect does look great.
Put myself to sleep. Then everybody at Blackwell can post pics of my body. I'm already on the internet forever. No wonder they call it a web. Nothing can ever get out. Like my video. I wish I could go back
All
in
right, so
time
there's
and
only
erase
one more. There's one more. So, if you root around in her room at the beginning of this episode when you can, if you're really nosy, you can dig up letters from her dad, and so this would make me picking her father for this next
Part of the reason why.
dialogue box would make a lot more sense. But here we just know, so we're just gonna say it anyway. We're basically quote unquote guessing.
Even if you're full of crap. But I'll come with you. You're my friend.
I also like that a lot because a lot of games wouldn't give you the option if you didn't see the right things earlier, but
Nobody cares
they
about
let
me.
you.
Nobody.
Yeah.
Kate, this
Yeah, that's really nice. You always have the correct answer is always there, except for the very beginning of the game. There's a tutorial about rewinding and getting
Dad
pertinent
does care,
information. But
even though I hurt him.
so here we go. So
He's the
this
only
is
one I
Kate
know
coming
who
back
believes
down.
in me.
All right, Kate's safe. So that's it.
I'm sorry.
That's intense every time I do it. I practiced this twice this week, and every single time,
You saved me from talking in class.
it's really intense. Yeah, so I really love this game. This set scene. So my first playthrough this game, I did save her, and so this was one of my favorite moments in the
today
whole.
was
the whole
difficult
game.
for everybody. But
So
I'm
there's a
so
little
proud the way
addendum. So
Blackwell
I'll call
pulled
time
together to
when it's
save a
ready.
young girl's life.
Time is when I sign the paper.
Of course.
So there's a little cutscene here first.
Down, Max.
I didn't do much.
Whew.
She's modest. Like a real hero.
Yeah, real hero.
As principal of Blackwell Academy, I take my duties seriously. I take the well-being of every student more seriously.
All
What
wisdom and
happened today
knowledge.
should never happen in a hall of wisdom and knowledge. Mr. Madsen, as our head of security here, those roof doors should always
So
be
after time is
That's
called,
just
we'll
standard
let the
operating
ending
procedure.
cutscene run, and
They were
then we have our little
And that
glitch,
is indeed your responsibility.
exhibition. I can't say it either. It's not just
Mr.
Shala.
Jefferson, I know
Yes,
you
people
can't
can continue
expect
watching
to
now.
know what your students
If
are going through. But Kate
if that was a thing.
has assisted you in class, so you should have known something was amiss. Mr. Prescott.
Yeah, thank you guys for letting me
since
do
you
this.
are
I thought this was a really
responsible for
cool
Vortex Club parties,
sort of alternate
and
take on the
since Miss Marsh
speedrun that
did
was
attend your
a lot more
lecture,
uplifting and
you'll have to
much
answer
nicer
some more
to.
questions. Miss Caulfield, why exactly were you on the roof with Kate Marsh? Did she tell you?
So I'm
the
gonna
plan
pin this on Jefferson because
or
he
anything
sucks,
at
and
all?
also it's faster than anything
Please,
else.
tell us everything.
I saw Mr. Jefferson talking to Kate right before her
Thanks
class.
for allowing me to save Kate.
Then she ran off crying.
Mark, I do know that Miss Marsh has assisted you on class events.
Kate, Miss Marsh has been very withdrawn lately. I assume this awful video.
I'm actually tearing up
caused-
now
I
because
hated seeing the students
Okay.
laugh at her. She was upset Miss Caulfield didn't return her calls. She felt rejected.
I figured this was a good.
You shouldn't have asked to be on video. Mac can do some dudes.
I figured this was a good match for this particular
No, on
marathon.
the contrary.
So
Max was
I'm,
right to bring this
I'm glad
up.
you guys agreed with me.
Now, I wanted to help, but I guess I was too late.
Well, now this is problematic. The publicity is rising, and perhaps you shouldn't represent Blackwell at the Everyday Heroes contest in San Francisco.
Are you serious?
I am. We don't need any negative press about that event. And we need to involve the Academy in possible disciplinarian measures for you.
I understand. There are bigger things at stake than me.
All right, so time is coming up here in a second.
All right, Miss Caulfield, please sign here.
As
to
soon as I
confirm
sign
what
this
you told us.
this piece of
I'll
paper, it's
continue
time.
this investigation from there.
My head is killing me.
Time.
But I think I can use my power again.
GG. Thanks for that run.
It's intense. I didn't when I submitted this. I didn't realize how intense that scene was
Well,
going
I
to
think
be.
we
I
know
didn't
this
really.
now.
It didn't.
When we
Hey, my sister's in chat.
The police with further inquiries. I know this has been.
Yeah, I didn't
stressful
realize
night.
how intense this was going
I
to be.
wish
That
I
was a
had
lot
the
of fun.
power to change it all for the better.
All right.
So thank
So
you.
we will let this ending cutscene run, and I'll get y'all ready for the glitch exhibition. There's some really good music in this as well. This is very.
I couldn't even believe it was happening. It was literally slow motion as I grabbed her hand. And then I could feel her grabbing mine.
Max, that was the greatest thing I've ever seen. Ever! You reached out, she reached out, hugs, tears, applause. Like a superhero.
Not quite.
This also this
Look at me.
this conversation, if Kate jumps,
You're
is way
glowing.
word, is really
Seriously,
a huge bummer.
Human halo. I'm pretty sure you earned your wings today.
I'm still worried about Kate. She did try to kill herself.
That was
All
that's
over
the
the
nicest Kate
Viral is the
Max is
word.
in the whole game. Is that
Like a
one line
disease.
in the whole
So you
the whole
watched
thing.
it.
Just 1.5 times.
Warren, I don't mean to sound weird, but there's something ominous going on at Blackwell.
Today proves that.
And I'm working on proof that Kate Marsh is connected to Rachel Amber. Somehow. Along with Nathan and Mr. Madsen.
I'm not a big conspiracy guy, but I wouldn't doubt it. Nathan did scare
We
me.
get some
yesterday.
we get
Madsen
some
was
post
straight up
time
dick.
swears here.
So, what do you think is really happening?
I've been counting hell and hell
What
this
the
whole time,
hell
so we're gonna
is
keep
this?
doing it.
The weather confirms this weird day.
The bonus
So-
round.
Feel that
So,
chill.
do we
Max,
count
there was
swears
no
during the
trips
glitch
to
exhibition
do
as well? Because there is
I
dialogue.
would know. I would.
So I'll count them as well if they show up. This is awkward right here. He's trying to like get her to cuddle, but it ain't happening. It ain't happening.
I believe you, Warren.
Very awkward.
I'll believe anything this week.
Yeah, I agree. I think that it definitely counts. I feel so bad for Warren. He's such a good boy. He's a very important character throughout the game too. It's no joke. There's actually a good moment here. First of all, Slammin' soundtrack. It's a great song. But there's a scene coming up here where you'll just see it here in a second. So here, Victoria actually feels bad. And this is the first time where Victoria looks like an actual human as opposed to like a weird cartoon anime villain. Nathan is still a complete sociopath though.
His face reminds me of Albert Wesker without his sunglasses on.
Yes! We have made that comparison before, Albert effing Wesker. Yeah. And this of course this scene doesn't happen normally in the any percent as well. Kate Hospital. Yeah, another reason is in episode 4. So in episode 3 it's actually faster to save Kate, so episode 3 ILs actually have a save file where you save Kate. And then in episode 4 there's a whole extra scene. It's like a 15-minute scene with Kate at the hospital that you can't skip. So you really cannot save Kate in any of the speedruns. I might actually do a full any percent speedrun where I save Kate just to see how much longer it would be, but I suspect it's like 30 to 40 minutes long.
Oh wow, that's significant.
Yeah, it's very significant. It's no joke. But I mean, so normally, if you do pure any percent, like if you add my two PBs together for episode 1 and episode 2, you'd end up with like it's a 4640 and a 5525. So you'd end up with like it's already like 10 minutes slower just with this. So there you go. So Kate and Rachel are connected, obviously. Max wasn't lying. All right. So that was the end of episode 2. And thanks to y'all's generosity, I get to show off some glitches. So none of the first glitch you get is in episode 3, which is why I didn't get to show off any of them in this run specifically. So these are a lot of fun. So I'm going to go to my speedrun save file here. And we'll go to episode 3. So the first, so all of the glitches, all of these glitches that I'm going to show off today require you to play on PC with VSync off, and the uncapped FPS is going to allow us to climb up onto objects and get out of bounds. We call them wall shimmies, and it'll be pretty clear why in a little bit. But you basically shimmy Max onto a wall and then get out of bounds. So here's the very first one. So collectible mode is a mode in Life is Strange for speedrunning. It's effectively the practice your speedrun segment. But in this case, you can also just play. So what you're supposed to like. Sorry. So collectible mode is to find photos. Photos are an optional thing. So here we go. So yeah, this is a lich exhibition. So this is the first one. So this is in episode 3. So we are wearing this is the Rachel Amber get a Max outfit here. We are at Chloe's house after breaking into Blackwell the night before. We had to lay low. So what we're supposed to do here Yeah, no glitches for Sex Rex though. So we are supposed to talk to Joyce, make breakfast, and then Chloe comes down and we eat, and she shoos me into the garage. We're not going to talk to anybody. We're just going to go ahead and wall shimmy up this wall. All right, now we're out of bounds. So now we are out of bounds. We're going to sink into the geometry here. Right there. So now we're going to walk towards this car and then sink and then go. All right. And voila, we are in the kitchen. So now we're in the garage. So now we can blah, blah, blah. So I'll play out a little bit of the scene. So this is what you're supposed to do here. So you go like that, and then you unlock the laptop.
That might be useful.
So I'm supposed to... So Chloe has sent me into the garage to break into the files here. Like that, and then blah, blah, blah.
Score.
And so this is another fun... So this is a lot of fun. Normally we expect Chloe to have already come downstairs, but we didn't actually hit any triggers for Chloe's model to spawn in, and so here we go. This is invisible eating Chloe right here, and you fix this by reloading your checkpoints, and then Chloe's model comes in, and then you can actually talk to her, because right now we're stuck. It's actually effectively a soft lock. We can't actually do anything right now. All right. So that was the first of the 3 glitches I'm going to show off. So the other 2 glitches are in episode 4. So this one is going to be at the barn. Anybody who's played this game knows exactly what's in the barn. So this glitch saves a lot of time. This is the one we skip. There's to get into the bottom here. So you're supposed to get into the barn, and then there's a trap door. So there's a whole puzzle to get into the barn, and there's another puzzle to reveal the trap door, and then you have to unlock the trap door. It's a whole thing. So we're gonna skip literally all of this. This is also the most dangerous, the most difficult of the 3 glitches, and by far the most dangerous one. And this is the one where I'm going to go ahead and give out a content warning for flashing lights. So we're gonna, just like the last one, we're gonna shimmy up a post. We're going to drop underneath the world, and we're going to walk back towards this barn. And what we're doing is the world is going to cycle around us, and it's going to cause the screen to flash and flicker a lot. So it's very unpleasant to look at, actually, even for people who aren't sensitive to that stuff. So that's a word of warning for me. We have to watch this entire cutscene. There's no way to skip it. So we're just going to watch this.
Whoa, check this out.
We're going to watch this cutscene.
Fresh tire tracks.
So if you had VSync on, these glitches just wouldn't work.
It wouldn't work. You wouldn't be able to get all the way up the post. So I actually tried. I actually forgot to turn off VSync once, and you basically can wall shimmy forever. So we're gonna go up this sign here. All right, we are now out of bounds. So flashing lights incoming right now. So we are going to walk back out of bounds. So now we're gonna walk to the edge of the world and fall underneath the world here. You can look at Max's face here in her little butterfly shirt. It's a very good shirt. Oh boy. All right. So now we are underneath the world. This is very unpleasant to look at. So we're going to walk back. So the goal is to get to the dark room, which is underneath the barn. So we're just going to literally force our way into the dark room. Yes, of course. All right. So we're going to take this really safe here. All right, so now this is it. So the flashing lights are done. So now we are in between the outside of the barn, like the outside wall of the barn, and the inside wall of the dark room. So we are going to fall back underneath and then fall back in like this. All right, so now we are in the light room. We're in the dark room here, and we're stuck in the wall. So I have done this poorly, I believe. Let me see here. Do I have to do this again? I apologize if I do. Looks like I might have to, though. Yeah. I'm careless with how I ran. Alright, well, we'll just try it again. It's fine. Yeah, this is the Lich exhibition right here. So I'll do that one more time just because it's fun. But basically, I guess we can skip it. But basically, the way to get out of the floor. That's also a really good way to end your speedrun. You're like 4.5 hours in, and that happens, and your speedrun's over. We'll try it one more time. We have a little bit of time. And yes, so Chloe was T-posing, and the reason she was T-posing is because we didn't hit any triggers we didn't hit any triggers to have Chloe follow us down into the dark room, but her model needs to be in the dark room. And so basically she's in two places at once. And so you can actually interact with her outside of the barn, and and then you can see her T-posing on the inside of the barn. So we're going to try this one last time. If we can't do it, we can't do it, is what it is. Kind of a hard one. But basically the way to get out of the floor is there are cinematic.
Dude, somebody was just here.
Cool and nice.
Then we
All right, so we're going to do this one more time. I'm a little disappointed to get that on the first try. But, up. Alright, and we just get the heck out of bounds. We're doing it again. Flashing lights again.
I'm trying this the next time I go back to my small hometown, next time I find a locked barn.
Oh yeah, for sure. Shimmy up a pole, and then just keep walking until there's no more trees, and then you'll end up in a dark room. So yeah, so we are going to try this one more time, and I'll explain what a cinematic is, but basically there are. All right, so we're going to make this we're going to do it as safe as I possibly can.
Find a way into the barn.
All right, so this should be good. So we can look at this beer. So if we can interact with if we can look at an item that that gives us a cinematic camera like that, we can walk freely. We can say hi to the T-posing Chloe. Hey, Chloe. Hi, Chloe. And then we can continue and then we go into this cupboard and we find all the bad stuff. So we're gonna go ahead and so there we go. We did it. And you can see that the glitch made my computer very confused there for a second. All right, so there's one more glitch. It's also in episode 4, but it's actually in the swimming pool party. So there are flashing lights in this too. But they're of the rave kind. So this is a rave at the school swimming pool. So that's what, and if there's like a doom, there's like a really loud music and stuff. So what we're trying to do here is, pardon?
Position. I just wanted to say lich.
Lich. It's a lich. So we have to talk to Stella to get into the party here. So we're gonna skip as much as we can here.
Where the hell are you?
So I'm just gonna skip through. You can skip all dialogue in collectibles mode. Imagine talking to. So I would want to talk to Stella. All right, so we're gonna get in now, and we're gonna skip all of this as well. So this is the exposition. All right. So flashing lights, as you can tell, because it's a rave. So the goal of this is to get into the VIP lounge right over here to talk to Victoria. So there are two ways to get in normally. One would be to be nice to Courtney, who is the girl in front of the VIP only. So you can talk to her earlier in the game and tell her, compliment her makeup or whatever. It doesn't matter. Nobody ever does it. And then she'll let you in. Or there's the way most people do it, which is you basically go around this end and you basically cause a ruckus. You push that speaker stack into the pool. It's a whole thing, and you sneak in through the back. So we're going to just forego all of that. We're going to just shimmy up this pole, this diving board pole. All right. Ooh. All right, and now we're Time Jesus. So now we're just walking on the water here. So what we're doing is we're tricking the camera to thinking there's no collision. And so we can just sort of do that. And there you go. And now we can just waltz into VIP for free. So yeah, we're Time Jesus. That's also the name of my split for this. So there you go. And then you can talk to anybody you want.
I know Victoria is next on Nathan's hip.
And so you can actually now, fun little fact, if you go in through the back now, you can go in through the front. There's no more bodyguard here to stop you, so you can just go in. So there you go. So that was Time Jesus, and those were all of the glitches that I know how to do in Life is Strange. There's another type of glitch called a look clip that can be done on console or anything else you want, where you look at one of these cinematics, and then you, on the right frame, if you walk into a table or a wall, you can phase through it. But I do not know how to do it, so I'm not going to show it off. So yeah, that was it for Life is Strange, Safe Kate. I want to thank you guys for letting me do this. I'm actually very touched that you guys let me do this. And Yeah. Have a great Mess the Marathon, and enjoy Sex Rex. He's great as well. Hoo yeah! Anyway, so thank you guys for having me, and yeah, Wadham's coming up next. Let's meet the prince.
Thanks, Sharif. That was a really enjoyable run.